togetherness can bring. To the true soul, you just have to cling, and then you will feel it, feel it, feel. You'll feel the soul inside of you.
The views, opinions, or statements which are expressed on the following program are not necessarily those of Best 100 FM.
Here to pick up the pieces. Here to pick up the pieces. Here to pick up the pieces. Let the place look good, my brother. Let the place keep clean, my sister. Let the place look good, my brother. Let the place keep clean, my sister. So come along, my brother. Come along, my sister. Come along, my brother. Come along, my sister. Here to pick up the pieces. Here to pick up the pieces. Here to pick up the pieces. Let the place look good, my brother. Let the place keep clean, my sister. Let the place look good, my brother. Let the place keep clean, my sister. So come along, my brother. Come along, my sister. 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 Here to pick up the pieces. Here to pick up the pieces. Let the place look good, my brother. Come along, sister. Come along, brother. Come along, sister. Here to pick up the pieces. Here to pick up the pieces. Let them take you, my sister. Let them take you, my brother. Let them take you, my sister. Come along, my sister. Come along. Come along. Come along, my sister.
Yes, good morning and welcome to the program for today. I am your host, Jerry Small. Today is the 17th of May, 2022. And our numbers are 619-1508, 619-1508, and 279-8473, 279-8473. Just to mention two interesting clips of news on one of the television newscasts yesterday evening, 7 o'clock, TVJ. The first one where we saw a man who just a couple of years ago not only lost the use of him legs, but he lost the attachment to him legs completely. He had to be amputated because of poor circulation in him legs. Reach a stage where it threatened the whole body. You know, so poor circulation, especially in the limbs. After a period of poor circulation in the limbs start to die one by one, and when them dead, them can poison back the whole body, because the dead part of the body attached to the live part of the body, you understand? Detach both of his legs. And so quickly him learn to overcome that great and shocking loss, you understand me? Him appeared to be a Rasta man, I don't remember his name. Him appeared to be a Rasta man, but what? There we saw the first glimpse of him moving along the ground without any legs. And when him do him stuff two large plastic bag with material that make it into each one of them into a kind of cushion. And him sit on one of the cushion and put the other one either in front or behind him, and then lift up himself and move from one plastic bag to the other plastic bag a matter of about 2 feet. And him just continue doing that in either direction. It look like him can move both front and back ways. And the man is farming. And the man is breaking up rock, stone, and him doing all kind of work. Farming, bushing out place and tidy up place and do all kind of work and take care of himself and feed himself. Can you imagine the kind of faith and will that this man have? I don't know if he had it before, but it wouldn't surprise me if him never have it before, because frequently crisis bring out some things in people that was either not there before or it was there but they never see it before. It either bring in some things in people or it bring out some things out of people that you never see before. Probably them never even aware of it before. That faith and that determination, you know, and thankfulness for life. I tell you, and the other one is about when I saw some people just being given permit by government to farm some land, and after them clear away a vast amount of land, the same government come tell them, say, them have to move off of the land because them out turn that land and turn a prison. All can't feel enough, we're going to turn a prison. Well, let us get to the telephone, hear what you have to offer and bring. Thank you very much. Good morning.
Morning.
Morning. Welcome.
Morning.
Welcome.
Yes, this is Janet calling.
Janet, how are you doing?
Not bad. I'm calling on behalf of my mom.
Yes.
She's 86, and I have her at home, not working or nothing at all. She blind.
Yeah.
And I need some help and assistance for calling to put her at home because I'm not working and things like that. Difficult are down on with me, and it's only me alone.
Which part of Jamaica you are?
I'm at Waltham at Agri Park Road.
The corner of Waltham Agri Park Road? Right at the corner, or you are on Agri Park Road?
Nanny part. Like
Nanny what? Come again, ma'am.
Cockburn Pen.
Cockburn Pen, or the bottom part, nearby Roots FM?
Yes.
Oh. Yeah, so Roots FM now have a place who attached to them name. What that place name again? Them take care of children and what name again?
Mustard.
Seed.
Them say it's only kids alone they take there. They
Yes.
don't know if
Then Father Gregory is still down there.
I don't know after.
You know Father Gregory Ramkisoon?
No, I don't know him.
He's a man from Trinidad, a father priest in a Roman Catholic Church who farm up. I think he's my father who long did farm up the mustard seed years ago. But him is from Trinidad and him run the place for the last several years down at Roots FM, mustard seed and several other things.
Yes. I don't know, but I have to go and check.
Yes, man. They have other organization attached to them that do other wider kind of work. I believe them have a good idea of how you can get some help for your mother. I don't have any immediate idea myself right now, but I'm sure that they are so wide and involved in so many different things that although them specialize in keeping children down there.
Yes, because I went down there a couple of weeks back and them say they don't take elderly child, it's just children.
Yes, but who you spoke to down there? Who you spoke to there?
Well, I don't know the man name enough. Just a man come out to me, I think, man.
Yes, make her give you an idea. Make her give you an idea. Whenever you go to any place to do any business or make any inquiry, you see?
Yeah.
Make sure that you get the name of the person who's talking to you and what kind of work them do.
Okay.
Sometimes the person might be a gate man or a gate woman.
Yes.
And them have a good idea, but them do have all of the ideas.
Okay.
So that person came to open the gate to talk to you.
Yes.
So you never get to go inside, really.
No, because I was just passing. And
Yes.
they say I must come. They say I must come the morning to, like, I didn't wear my mask.
Oh.
And I didn't, yes, and I didn't get to see the right person.
All right, so make another visit now and make sure you have the mask and you have time.
Yes, yes.
And I think you're going to find out something much more positive, you know?
Yes.
Yeah, man, but you keep trying to see me. I was just talking about, just before you come on the phone, I was talking about a man who was see a story about him on TV last night. A big man looked like he must about probably over 60-year-old. Lose him 2 legs. And the man is there moving around on the ground with him hand alone and him do farming and all kind of thing. You did see it?
Yeah, I was watching him.
Well, that alone supposed to give encouragement, say something can work out for your mother, although she's so
yes,
old.
yes, Mr. Jerry, but I'm saying I saw that program last night, but she her foot swell. She cannot go to the doctor.
Yes, and she's blind. And she's blind.
She just have to sit down, yes, and she's blind. Right. So I have to just sit down and live at her upstairs. I cannot go nowhere to get help for her.
Yes, but one thing, make sure go back to that place. And make sure you have your mask with you, and I think you will find out something further. And if anybody know of any way how you can get help, I'm asking them to call or write this program and give us an idea.
Yes, yeah, because she's messing up herself and pulling up her clothes and things like that.
I can imagine all the difficulty that you have from what you described here.
Yes.
All right.
Yes, Jerry.
Make the check and call me back and tell me what happened, here, ma'am?
Yes, Jerry.
Well, make sure you carry your mask with you. Make sure.
Yes, I'm going there.
All right, here, ma'am.
All right, thank you.
All right, thank you. Have any more? Next one. Good morning, welcome. Good morning, welcome to the program. Are you there? Yes, ready to talk now. Are you there? Good morning, welcome. All right. As I was saying, the next thing I saw on the TV there last night, about 2 or 3 different people, the camera show you a vast amount of land just clear out of a cane piece. So you could see the straight line where the cane piece is with the green cane. And you see the vast amount of land just clear. But the way of the land, the land not just clear, the way of the things they chop down look so dry. I wonder if a long time them cut it and it dry by the sun, or if it's grammar zone them take and clear it, because some people clear bush with grammar zone. But let's get to the telephone. Good morning and welcome.
Jerry.
Welcome, Wagwan.
Yeah, you talk about the man and must be cut off him foot or something and him who don't work.
Yes.
You know, cause have a neighbor beside of me where sometimes I feel like I'm sitting in bed still, but say me hold him down with hope, yeah.
You are hold him down?
Say me hold him down with hope, yeah.
What him want to do and can't do?
Me not so him want to do and can't do, because the point is that you not strive. You not strive. You know, you not try learn.
Yeah.
So that you can earn.
Yes.
You know, go out there. You do get a job, as you get the job, you start hype and the people them fire you.
Yeah.
You know, humble yourself, because you know enough boss out there kind of have them attitude. So sometimes you have to just humble yourself and go and do your thing and build your thing.
Yeah, so
you get a different job.
Yeah, so how it turn around for you?
I don't know. So much should have said I won't be a man.
Oh, yeah, say.
Yeah, man, because sometimes some people are trying to hurt your whole you done through your hard work, you know, you're striving.
Yeah.
And they might try them tricks to make your life hard and them to say them not accomplish what they want to accomplish and turn on and spread rumors upon you too, you know.
Yes.
Yeah, but anyway, something has flashed to my mind, you know.
Yeah.
I remember my brother bring up on your program one time.
Yeah.
And we're not talk about the Black Lives Matter movement, and like you say, the gay people them must have sponsor it, you know.
I think. And
walk out of the studio.
Oh yes, you're good man. You remember? And I'm a good brethren from New York. I've a radio program, you know.
Yeah.
I'm always linked.
You still linked there.
No, not since that time. Not since that time. Because him so vexed him work with the studio, but I forget to him name, but him have a radio program I'm working, and him link up with my radio program, and him want me to be on his program regularly. Then him pass through Jamaica, come visit me about the third time now him come here. Me and him drive all around the island one time. And then when him come in at the studio and we had talk, it looked like him have a little agenda, because frequently, you know, when people do something for you, whether it's an individual or as an organization you take time to give them credit either upon the ear or any opportunity to get in public. So it look like him to do well and give some credit to the people who help out for him movements in American M program. So I make sure mention some people we do some great work in the Black Lives Matter, and one of them start to even work with him and him says, you know, very great youth and them kind of thing. Anyway, I had to mention that I have to take a note that some of the LGBT community behind the Black Lives Matter, they use these things to get influence in other things. So sometimes you have to be careful and know that people have agenda and them working through a different thing. So him object and say, no man, and this youth is one of the so these the LGBT people are some of the most hardworking people, and all. One youth to come work with them was they have some wonderful and them way. I'm say I don't say no, but you know, I still want to remind people that people come in sometime through the back door. But you don't know, say it's through the back door, they might come on them way. And them get ignorant, bad man, as you remember. But the back him get up and but the back him was there pushing it till I have to ask him to come off of that subject, and he wouldn't come off of it. And I had to ask the operator to lock off his mic, because I don't want my program to be used as any platform for any LGBT or any other hidden agenda. I don't want it. I don't want that. And I don't try to use their platform. You know that we could be using their platform to push our thing. But we don't desire to do that, and we don't want them to use our platform, and we don't think it's fair for you sneaking things through the back door. You remember good though?
Yeah, man. And in this world, you know, anyone that try to do something good, you have to just know, say, you have forces out there that try sneaking people in.
Yes.
That really come to change the true value of the thing. And
yes.
The name remain, and the slogan remain, the real value.
Yes.
You know, them intend to change it. So the best thing for anything properly happen, any organization, any political movement is for the mass of the people.
Yes.
properly educate themselves, understand right from wrong, and just know say them are going to play a for them role in doing what is right and to detect the wrongdoers them and the false people them and push them out. You
Yes,
know?
sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah. Let's up with the listen. Yeah,
All right. Thank you very much. Yes, sir. I want to tell you that is. All right. Next call. Good morning and welcome.
Morning, Mr. Smart.
Welcome, sir. Wagwan.
There, you know. I want put a little thing across the board, you know.
Yeah, man.
And I want some never Carter and you to look into this.
Yeah.
A month before, around 2 months ago,
Yeah.
pension me I refer to.
Yeah.
I call it pension, right? I call it pension. They moved it from, was 2 weeks every fortnight.
Yeah.
We get 13,600 and some change,
Yeah.
right? Well, when the next fortnight come up, when I see the pension come in, so them say, wait, go to them say, it gone to a month.
Oh, so yes. Periodically a month now.
Yeah. So when we go for the first one, I say 19,000 and some change.
For the first month?
Yeah.
So them are cut down.
Yeah, no. So next month come up, which is last week, we go feed. Then we go feed 14,700 and some change.
Cut again. Cut again.
Yeah.
Hold on. You used to get 13,000 for every 2 weeks.
Yes.
Then 4 week pass them give you 19.
Yes, it gone to a month.
And the next 4 week pass now them a give how much?
14,000.
Oh. So when them a give them no make no explanation to you?
No, we hear the generalship now. First month, when they move it from the 2 weeks, them send one paper come here in the booklet.
Yeah.
So when the envelope in the letter come, it tell you say, to them I move it from the 2 weeks, them I make you know now say if they say any problem with your life, they must come into them. Can them know say a problem is there?
Yes,
them
man.
go on with.
Yes, man.
You see me?
Yeah.
So the problem when me see him come up in it now, you see, if you move it, if I get 13 from 2 weeks, every 2 weeks, every fortnight, and you say you move it to a month, and me, I look to save my money double. And me say me only get 19 the first month, and the second month it only got 40. Something wrong.
Yeah. So them say if you see any problem, what you must do?
Say you must come up to them. But
All right.
you know, say generalship that
I know.
one thing that kind of already know where them are do.
I know, but you don't go. You must go all the way to generalship. You still don't make them escape. You don't go.
No, me only I make you know I last week Friday me go and see where I go on, you know. So me just call you to make you know where I go on.
Yeah. And you have any you know any other pensioner who experience the same thing?
Well, I figure more or less say all of who in my batch, so that's supposed to have a reach them.
No, but different from figuring. You don't reason.
No, I don't really
contact nobody.
know. I don't really know.
No, man. To be stronger, you should contact the other people them and find out if them get the same result for the last 2 times. And when you find out now, it's either you alone experiencing that, or it's not you alone. You move together with who experience the same thing. And you go confront them because them know what going. And them know say the government in this time I try to hold back as much money as possible to solve them wage bill and them different problems them have.
All we have to go do then to really get contact with them people where in my batch, me that's got us wait until the 15th.
No, you don't know where none of them live. You must get to know.
No.
Eh?
No, listen what I'm saying. I'm going to have to go wait till. For me, if I know which part them live now and know which part them live, I have to go wait until the 15th and next month.
All right.
When we go to the post office, we just wait for all of them people we are
All right.
because me and them people are supposed to set back.
All right, but I'm asking in the meantime, not even one or two of them people you don't know where them live.
No.
None of them.
So you just go to the post office and just let out.
All right, well, what happened now?
We don't really get the book now.
What happened now is that the circumstances happen force you now to get to know some of them and where them live, because long time we're not supposed to get to know one another now. All of the people in the same position in our life should try to get to know other people in that same position in life, no matter what country you are in. Once you know that other people in the same position as you, like the little woman who lost her baby, they know 5 days, 2-year-old baby.
Mm-hmm.
She if you try to get to know, even before anything happened to her baby, she if you try to keep in contact with other women who have 2-year-old children and young children, because them have common problems, and it will be much better for her when she in contact with other people in the same position as her. And everything will work out better when you move with other people in a similar position as you. So as I said now, make sure you find out if them have the same cutting back of money as you. You check the whole of them and make sure whether them have the same cutting back as you or whether them get them money better. You get to know where them live, and you get to start exchange some phone number with them. Phone number.
Mr. Small, the reason why really I make you know our finance minister seeing Neville Carter
yes, for the program.
And check it out too.
Yeah, for the program. Yeah, he will help.
Finance.
He will help, you know. He will help. But hold on, please. He will help. From him here about this, him going to help. But you get more help when you help yourself. When people find out, say
I know that.
All right, good. So you are trying to help yourself by calling me and discuss it. But the next thing you should do now, go and make sure you make contact with the other people the next time you go for the payment. And you make the inquiries from them. Not only where them live, but also if them are getting cut back in their money like you. And also find out if them have phone too. All these things.
And I figure more or less, we have some of them people who listen to our program too.
Yes, man.
So some of them will call in, so I wouldn't mind.
Yes, man. And in all things, this is a lesson to us, that in all things, we must start to keep contact with other people who are in the same position as us. Whether we are young people, or get stopped and searched more than old people by police, or whether old people get pension cut, or whether middle-aged people find some more tax to take out of their money. People must start to get in contact with other people. In this time and this crisis in the world, you know, one of the main things people must do is start to maintain contact with other people who are in the same position like themselves. You're going to find life start get more clear. Someone will claim some around things, see me spin up right and know, you know. Because him him keeping contact with people like himself, you know. And all of them will look about one another. That's what them do, you know. All of them, we say them move up in a society. Them in contact with one another and keep close to one another. And you decide to use us. So just like how they keep in contact with one another, we must keep in contact with the other people in the same position as we. I want him to know,
me, no, Mr. Small. Him not to play with Jamaican people. Fire the most stale and think I cool with.
Yes, man. But we must go and make up the fire. Don't just start.
Yes. Yeah, man.
We have to
go and show some Bem original fire, man.
Yes, man.
Go and show some stick.
And keep a good eye upon him and the whole of them. Because meanwhile, you make up the fire, them will sneak away, you know. Keep a good eye upon them, so no sneaking away.
Yeah, man, when they see smoke, them want to screech away, man.
Yes,
they don't know, so we bombard the place, man.
We bombard the place and we are seize them travel document.
Yes.
Thank you very much. Keep in touch. Tell me what work out.
All right.
And when you come back, you must can tell me 2 of the old pension and phone number where you get. At least 2.
Yeah, man. Me will do that.
Yeah, good. Thank you very much. We have any more? Next call. Good morning. Welcome.
Good morning, Mr.
Morning, ma'am.
Mr. Jerry, how are you doing?
Well, go on. I'm in Spanish town this.
Yeah, man. I tell you, top call me, son. Next thing you put fire upon my husband's head, make him start make you up on you.
Yeah? All right.
All right. You know, there are things that is happening in our communities.
Yeah.
All nationwide.
Yeah.
And the government, instead of him do a find a way in order to get the people who are involved in these things and put them together. They might go build prison on the farmland.
Yes,
I cannot understand our government.
Yes, you saw that news item in the TV though.
Yes. And I'm very upset because I believe I heard my people them talking that Fidel come here and say, "I'm gonna build the house on the hillside and make the land stay in farming."
Castro came here and told them that stop build house on farmland, build it on hillside.
Yes.
And instead of that, what them do?
Them building the houses
here, and guess who them
and the farmlands.
Guess who them a build the prison for?
For them.
No. Them a build prison for top bracket prisoner, top bracket criminal. We have plenty money. You never hear says top bracket criminal them a build prison for.
No, me never know.
Yes, man. Them say high value prisoner. Prisoner we have whole up of money, but them get sentenced.
But them not separate them from other people.
That alone to tell you say. Them is a crook, set a crook, the whole of them. Taking away farmland.
What is wrong with these people?
Listen, ma'am. They join up into something that's wrong. The thing was wrong before and them join it and decide to come serve it. The thing wrong long time. The thing was against us.
What these people learn. You know, I put out a song years ago. All men are equal in the sight of God.
Mm-hmm.
And some of the radio stations got angry and telling me all men are equal. But if all trees are equally breathing the same family, I don't understand why they don't think. They don't know that all men are equal.
Can you imagine now? The farmland and them just give them man them permission to clear the land and tell them so they might get the lease for it, you know. At the same time now, some rich man or some money people here say ordinary people get them land and say no, them shouldn't forget them land. And them go out and make contact with the politician and them and the politician change the plan behind people back.
No, but them need to these people need a lesson. Them need a lesson. Because all people are equal in God's sight. So must be treated equally. So you do something wrong and you are going to hire prison? You ever hear about a man named George Proctor?
What about him?
He went to prison because he was trying to kill his wife and all who in his house.
And what happened?
Then put him in prison. But then take him out. And known to the wife and came to America.
Oh.
So I wonder now, if then the class of people there because he's a botanist and a very able botanist. He used to work at Institute of Jamaica, and when him come back out here, he was almost losing his sight, and him end up at University of the West Indies as top botanist up there.
Top botanist?
Yeah.
What kind of work top botanist do?
He's a he looks after plants. So every plant that is in the country, him go through this, find them, make a name to them and what they're for, and it's in the Institute of Jamaica. But at university, they were training some other...
Oh, I think I remember. I think I remember a case like that, you know. I think some domestic servant did involve in it too.
Well, me don't know who did involve. But me didn't know long time say him a one wicked.
Oh, you get to know?
Because I married to my friend.
Because I marry a friend, him wicked? That's a wicked thing for marry a friend?
No. You learn him wicked. I learned about his wickedness when he married to my friend.
So he tell you?
No, not everything.
Or your friend your friend is a man?
No, it's a woman.
Oh, well, you say my bottom is I wonder if I really top.
A botanical.
No, I true you have a list on make it sound over there.
But no list on. Me lose some of my
You could have
sister,
fooled
maybe
me.
that's why.
You could have fooled me.
But I believe he was a bottomist too.
You believe that?
Yes.
Why you believe so?
Well, I don't want to go in that part here.
No, make him go. You make him stay that part. You know, but I go that part. Well, all right, thank you.
He has children, and I love those children very much. One of them died.
All right, thank you very much, yeah, ma'am.
I wanted to say something else.
Yes, ma'am. Go on, man.
The way how we treat and talk to people has to be changed so that people can be. I think people must be more polite. You know, I'm giving an example. A 90-year-old man go on the bus. And when him go on it, him sit down.
Yeah.
See an elderly woman come in, get up and give her a seat.
A 90...
Me did beg you for seat.
So what? What she say?
Me did beg you for seat.
And that she said to the old man?
Yes. So I said to the old man, listen what I said. I said to him, no, if that should happen again, what would you do? He said, when I see them coming, I simply say to them, may I offer you a seat?
Before him get
if
up?
Them say yes, I will get up. And if not, I'll keep my seat.
Okay.
Now you see how him use the same bad shadow to fix it up so it can be good?
Yes, it's true.
Well, all our senior citizens don't start locking them out and speak good things to one another so we can get rid of this crime and violence and them sort of something. Them calling little children them what? Generational viper. John wasn't calling the children them viper. He was calling the wicked doctors and lawyers. So you come baptized now. Who want to come?
Yes.
So our people must understand you don't call the children them vipers, and when them turn vipers, you call police to kill them.
No,
and church people are some of the people who do them sort of something there. So we need for them to change. And I rest my case.
You rest your case?
Mm-hmm.
You think it was a pastor, but you turn lawyer at the same time?
A pastor? I'm not qualified to be a pastor. You know who a pastor is?
What?
A pastor is a person who is a bishop who desire the office of an elder. So the pastor, the elder, and the overseer and shepherd is the same pastor.
Yes.
However, the people that will say them a pastor, you have to have one wife. Believe in children, a young boy at one pastor, how them become one? That is not scriptural if you follow the Bible.
No, a pastor can't young.
That is not scriptural at all.
Yeah, but a pastor can't young still. But not if you have more than one wife, not true.
No, but him have to have believe in children too.
No, you don't.
And him have to rule
so
his
what you saying?
Community.
So you're saying somebody can't be a pastor until them have children?
Until they have believe in children, according to the scriptures.
No, I think the believe in children must refer to him followers.
No, the children when have family with him wife must be believers.
So he mustn't be a pastor till him have children.
And he must be able to rule his house very well.
True.
Then the people can't even rule themselves, must go rule house.
Yeah, just one thing I want to ask you.
Become pastors.
Just one thing I want to ask you. So therefore somebody mustn't become a pastor until them have children for themselves.
Until them have believe in children of
all
themselves.
All right, man. You're not going to give me the short answer. Thank you. All right, your case get a rest. Thank you, man. All right, we have any more? Good morning, welcome.
Yeah, bless you, Mr. Smart.
Go on.
Yeah, I'm there, man.
Good.
I just said the pastor if you have believe in children before them the pastor.
You don't want to tell me clarify, but I think that is one of the qualifications. If him have children, but I don't think that would have. I don't think the recommendation was that they mustn't be a pastor till they have children, but still.
Pastor, I think it's just a job, you know.
Yeah. But it's a job description.
Yeah. Anyway, what I call about?
Yeah.
You want to say, I go down at the tax office yesterday. Downtown, go do some renew my license.
Yeah.
And come like the thing I get back with you, man. Country I get back with you. When I go down there, one big line and group of people are whistle. When I fill up my farm and thing and go in now, all the brother beg me fill up a farm fee, man. Fill up the farm and go in. the people tell me say a month before me get my license.
Sometimes them that yes, them give me a receipt and tell me to come back.
Yeah, them give me and give me a receipt. But the last time when me go, the same day I get my license, man, and
I'm not making no excuse for them, but if there are some days that you get a license same day, you have to be thankful for that. On the other hand, now sometimes them have some backup where they might not be able to get same day. So I don't say 2 different days or 2 different time of the year. Not going to be different.
Yeah, but the main thing we want to talk about. I'm not about to read that.
Come again, start again. You break up a while ago. The main thing we want to say is what?
Yes, every man that drives should have to read, you know.
Of course, that is a requirement. Why not? Why I said that? Hello? Hello? Are you there? Yeah, that's supposed to be a requirement to be a holder of a driver's license. The ability to read and write English language. So why you mention that? Is it that you prove that them giving people license without ability to read? Anyway, that call they drop. Are they anymore? Alright, I think we have some live chat here now. First live chat. Mansa Musa say, El Bongo, play Muta Baruka. I am the man you love to hate. I am the man you love to hate. Next call. Bob Cosmic said, greetings on this Tuesday to my senior brother Robin Jerry Small and the crew. Let's come again. What call? And the crew at Bess FM, subscribers and listeners, 4 corners of the world, love and only love to one and all. Orthodox, thanks. All right, next, back to the phone. Good morning, welcome.
Yeah, man. So, I say,
yeah.
Them used to call in and give all the things for read, and that means them know, say, the person can read and everything there.
You mean when you're renewing it, them get a little quick test too again?
Yeah, a little quick. Yeah, when you go renew it, because can buy the license.
Yes, and so when them call you up.
So when you go renew now, then and go for the license the last time.
Yes.
Yeah, man. Then give a little thing for read.
So this.
And read.
So that change now?
Yeah, man. That not change, man.
Oh, you know.
Yeah, because Mr. Man down there come receive them license.
Yeah.
And all them do them just make them sign them name and sign feet. That about a month them did.
Well, that person could be protecting somebody else, you know.
Yeah, that's what I say.
You know who them could be protecting? You know them could be protecting? Them could be protecting a person who let go that license to a person who couldn't read, so them don't want them get in trouble, so them just make that person go through smoothly. That can be so, you know?
Forget the thing together still. You know, you want to see some improvement and everything. When you look on the hospital and everything just out, you know.
We people who are more serious about making sure that improvement come. There are certain things that steps that we have to take, you know.
True.
There are certain steps that we have to take. Did you hear the interview with Mr. Pattison of the UIC this morning on the earlier program?
Yeah. Me not listening.
All right, like people like Mr. Pattison who have an intention to become part of the government of Jamaica. It is good if we make sure that him know some of the methods that have to be implemented so that these improvements go on all over the place, you know? Because that's why when him came on my program a few months ago, I was going through something step by step with him to see if him realize some of the methods and some of the pitfalls that are there, but him look like him never have enough time to go through most of them things. But I know say anybody putting up themselves to provide better representation should have to demonstrate to the public that them know the methods how to eliminate these things, you know.
Yeah, for real. Well, him go on good this morning still.
I only got to listen to about 10 minutes of it, but one of the dangers. Yeah, go on, you go on.
You know, me I tell you, say him go on good.
Yeah.
Him go on good still. Because you don't know, me no really, if a man, the last time when he did on your program, no, your program, he did on our next program, and me ask him, say, way more do. What him plan to do with people when them done them, like a man done them term and go and assess him.
Yeah.
And investigate. Or would him investigate ex-prime minister and ex-politician?
Yes.
And him did a itch. But when I ask him this man the question, when I ask him this man, and him answer him still.
Yeah. What him say, him will make sure screen ex-prime minister?
Yeah.
Him go well on him travel document for a while too?
Yeah, yeah.
But him never out of that out time out though?
No, never out of that out time out. But in when say, you know, me really, you know, you understand?
No, hear this now. I am concerned that all we're hearing from is partisan, so therefore I am wondering if there's a danger of a one-man organization. What kind of leadership can be offered by an organization where is one man is a spokesman and everything revolves around him?
No, really, you know. Because most of the time think on the social media, you know. I don't know. He wants to really push it.
It's not what?
You know? No, I want to push it.
No, hear this now. You see the word. You see the word united. You see the word united.
I get it straight, you know.
You see the word united. United Independent Congress, everything name, right?
Yeah.
The word united means there's more than one group come together in one. Independent means it not depend upon no one man or it not depend upon no other party. And Congress means it's a grouping of more than one organization. So that big name we make up, although it sounds big and wide, is really just around one man. It is not it's not a Congress. It's not united. It's a one-man thing. So.
Like him, I say, him slogan, like you
him slogan what?
I see you.
Him slogan what?
Like when I say you, Jerry, I see you.
Oh, that's what I'm deal with. UIC. So it's more a slogan, it's not really the title of an organization.
No, it's really a slogan, you know. It's an organization. See, as you're saying that title, you know.
Yes, I know.
But, you know, you look like short, like UIC.
I know. Catchy. That's like a catchy slogan. Yeah, but at the same time, anytime people telling me about a Congress, and I realize that it's not really a Congress. A Congress is a coming together of several different groups, you know. A united thing is a uniting of several different groups still. So sometimes people build up a bigger name. Like America. When America have them baseball competition, them say a World Series, that time of just America them are playing, you know. America love boost up things bigger. Anything where they mean is world thing, you know. So when a few little people in America have some competition between themselves, them claims a world thing, world Congress and world design. That's how people boost up themselves. Anyway, that alone not going to really make me stop from approve of something good. So I still go wait and see if it is the best, because the best I look for, not just good. I'm looking for the best, and it can be better. I'm going to take a one call before the 11 o'clock. Thank you very much. Yes, next call is still there. Good morning. Welcome.
Morning, Jerry.
Go on.
Bless up, man. Bless up. And I give thanks to the high. Give thanks to the program them come before, because if when you have programs like this for the whole day, man, they give you a fulfilling heart and spirit, you know, for live, you know.
Yeah, encouragement.
Yes, that they do. Because I listen to the morning program them straight to you, you know, man.
That's good.
Yes, So you say, what I want to say now, Jerry, you hit a point where I did I think about.
Yeah.
We want the people where in the UIC to come and present themselves to we. You want like say 2 Minister of Finance, 2 Minister of Agriculture. You know, down the line as you name the ministers them.
Yes.
Yeah, we want to see them.
Yes, and see what this thing is made up of.
Yes, that's what we want to see, you know.
Yeah.
Because here what happened, we really tired. We pass tired of them apart, you know. We pass tired, we pass tired down on different dimensions.
Yeah, we pass the stage where we're going to deal with no one done party, one done.
Yes, we know, them there's something there. Like them a dictator where we see right now currently.
Yeah.
Me hear one of them, the two of them attack what they Jerry say. If them attack say, if the people them strike, we're not going to lose no work. We want to know if I check the people them are beg the people them to not strike again. Because that sounds to me like them are threatening them.
Intimidation.
Yes, the one Nigel and the one all this. You know, when them talk for them talking, them attack like say them want to compel you to not strike. And then what them people can get to them if you not do them thing.
Yes, you see how when Nigel Clark come in, him act kind of humble. But him get him getting him high, him up on him high horse, you know.
Yes, man, him coming like the carpet when he that about.
Yes,
when
the carpet. Yeah, you like the carpet. Yeah.
Yeah. See him so him poil because if water with the carpet most of the time he poil.
Smell bad too.
Yes, man. And them kind of people in Jamaica have a deal with them now. But I want him to say, with the words of Castro when he say about the land, you know that, the people that go against that totally. How can you build prison on farmland?
Exactly.
You
can imagine.
Move ahead.
Yes, that for sure the kind of people we are dealing with.
Yes.
Want to turn farmland in a prison.
Yeah. Wicked people in there at appear court in the Labour Party when you see the whole of them. Nepotism and cronyism then deal with.
Yeah, taking away the land.
Yeah,
every day something slip out of them. Hey, it's the most construction I ever seen in Jamaica. I used to be involved in the construction industry. It's the most construction I ever seen in Jamaica. But it's not poor people that be doing the construction. Them work it's not poor people that build house. It's pure rich that do all the construction, then them do business or rent it out. But it's not a matter it's not a matter that all the people of Jamaica have money and a building place.
But here one Jerry, you see that side of me there in a Senton, the whole of the stretch of road they are creep off and clean off, From what you come all the way back, go back to Discovery, They have appear rich man a bill. We are looking appear big man a bill up all of them roadside there, Jerry.
Rich and foreigner.
Yes, and them a control all of them they here, and take away all of the sea land from the little poor people. Last season, them take it from the people out of Miami Bay,
Yes.
Take it away, and then fence off it, and one barrage of police and soldier out there back off the people,
Yes, and that is what them build up the army for. Not to defend Jamaica, them build it up to capture and to be an occupier, army of occupation, to seize Jamaica. Not to defend.
Exactly, and put it and big like a herd of cow or goat.
Yeah.
Yes, Jerry.
But we're not just going not just going with complaining. We are getting together and we're building a net.
Yes.
And it's not just a net just to capture people, it's a net to capture our reward.
Yes.
For our hard work. Thank you very much, yes, sir.
Blessed love, Jerry.
Alright, let's see if we can read our one live chat, yeah? Before the 11. Bob Cosmic said, greetings on this Tuesday. Alright. Al Cable answer Tarrant in the building. And Mansa Musa said, big up loyal listeners. Bridget from Jacksonville are included. Kian Brown said, greetings and salutation, Bongo. Bess FM, globally welcome. Positive vibration. Sister D. Ruben said, greetings, Boss Bongo, Jerry, and Bess FM from the Oneness and Perfect Globe, Rastafari. Thank you very much. 11 o'clock.
You're simply the best. Better than all the rest. Better than anyone. Anyone I ever met. You're simply the best.
Bess FM 100 on your dial. Keep listening.
When you digitize your economy and your society, your country does better.
Imagine being able to access information from the Registrar General's Department going back as far as 9 decades with just the click of a button. The government is making this a reality with the digitization of records at the RGD under the National Identification System, NIDS. The process has started to digitize approximately 2 million records relating to births, deaths, marriages, adoptions, and deed polls as far back as 1930. The government, through the Office of the Prime Minister OPM, where the NIDS Secretariat is housed, signed a contract with Fujitsu Limited to facilitate the process. The signing marked the completion of a rigorous 2-year-long exercise involving a national and international procurement process where Fujitsu Limited succeeded with the highest technical score. Chief Executive Officer of Fujitsu Caribbean and Latin America, Mervyn Eyre, says the process is a pivotal step in digitally transforming the public sector to deliver people-centered services faster and more securely.
To transform into a more trusted society, we believe we need a step-by-step approach that strengthens digital resilience at the core, delivers greater value to society through digital innovation, and ultimately create a new value through digital ecosystems. What the OPM has embarked on through this project is fundamental to this process.
The company will be responsible for installing the necessary infrastructure at the RGD's head office at Twickenham Park, St. Catherine, to facilitate the processing of the records. The Fujitsu team will also be adding a training component to the project.
So in this project, we will be utilizing young people who are graduates of our Heart Trust NSTA HOPE program that Fujitsu will train on the job to become leaders in the digitization process.
Minister without portfolio in the OPM, with oversight responsibility for NIDS, Floyd Green. He notes that by introducing new technology, Jamaica is increasing its capacity to serve its citizens.
Clearly, by digitizing these records, we will be able to make the processes at the RGD much more efficient. We'll be able to enhance our services. More importantly, we'll be able to have our people save money. We will be improving the lives of our citizens.
Additionally, the minister says digitization can directly be linked to an improved economy.
We've seen reports from the World Economic Forum that a 10% increase in digitization leads to a 0.7% growth in GDP per capita. Again, more importantly, it leads to the betterment of lives of our citizens.
NIDS will provide a comprehensive and secure structure to enable the collection and storage of identity information. The process is being supported by funding partners, the Inter-American Development Bank, the IDB. Modernization of state specialist at the IDB, Benjamin Rosette, says his work in the Caribbean and Latin America has shown that digital transformation has emerged as one of the most powerful tools to achieve social and economic development.
This work, in addition to the intrinsic importance of allowing individuals easier access to their birth records, going back 90 years, this will set an example for the still daunting challenge of digitizing paper-based records throughout government and society, which are, of course, still predominant.
Prime Minister Andrew Holness has sought to highlight the security of the NIDS digitization process, noting that the initiative will protect vital data and improve the accuracy of the recording process.
This contract will truly bring our civil registry into the modern world. That's the first order of service, but it then gives you the opportunity to create other services on that. The opportunities are endless. To use data to improve governance, health, education, security, and just general how we live as a people.
While measures have been taken to secure old records, like all paper-based systems, the documents are at risk of deterioration and natural hazards, such as fires and flooding. As such, Mr. Holness says the digitization will preserve vital records, a process which is important for public accountability. To learn more about the National Identification System and what it entails, visit nidsfacts.com.
A production of the Jamaica Information Service, the voice of Jamaica.
Bess FM 100 on your dial. Keep listening.
What should a taxi service do for you? On
On-Time Taxi Service is more than just a ride to the other side of town. They offer clean and spacious vehicles, reliable service, and promise to always look out for their customers. They'll come when you call and take you where you want to go on time.
We are something special on the road.
For a better choice in all your electrical supplies, A, authorized 3M dealer and better brand names. B, better service including free island-wide delivery. C, all major credit and debit cards accepted. It's ABC Electrical Sales. Shop number 8, Hagley Park Plaza, Kingston 10. Open Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Saturday, 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. We make your electrical jobs as easy as ABC. Call 754-382-528 or fax 754-3659. ABC Electrical Sales, for a better choice.
Vejan Printers for all your printing needs. We specialize in calendars, flyers, brochures, and more. Call us today at 968-7506. That's 968-7506. Or visit us at 4 East Bloomsbury Road, off Hagley Park Road. Vejan Printers, your best choice in printing.
You good? You can get better. Spread the word. Straight Up gets better on Bess FM. Straight Up Jerry Small, Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays on Bess 100 FM. 10 a.m. till 2 p.m. I'm your host, Robin Jerry Small. The numbers are 279-8473, 279-8473, and 619-1508. 619-1508. Also streaming live on the internet. Bess FM, Straight Up, Robin Jerry Small.
If you got to feel it, you've got to be clean. You got to make it straight, you can't be lean. Share the joys togetherness can bring. To the true soul, you just have to cling, and then you will feel it, feel it, feel. You'll feel the soul inside of you.
It's good, it's better, but nothing beats. Best
Here to pick up the PC. Here to pick up the PC. Here to pick up the PC. Better place look good, my brother. Better place keep clean, my sister. Better place look good, my brother. Better place keep clean, my sister. So come along, my brother. Come along, my sister. Come along, my brother. Come along, my sister. Here to pick up the PC. Here to pick up the PC. Here to pick up the PC. Better place look good, my brother. Better place keep up the PC. Here to pick up the PC. My brother. Come on, come on, come
that right away. Kean Brown said, greetings and salutation, Jerry. Bess FM family. Sister D. Ruben. Bess FM, perfect love Rastafari. Bob Cosmic say to Kean Brown, I expect to the time. I expect to the time, I believe. Senior brother in spirit and truth. Bob Cosmic to Sister D. Ruben. Love the eye on this Tuesday morning. Marva Valentine. One love a great day to you, Jerry. Bob, Sister D. Ruben, talking all Bess FM. Live chat, listen, call us. Bob Cosmic return the greetings, maximum respect. Wayne Conscious, greeting to all in class. Alan Michelle, big up. Yellow Bongo Jerry, Bess FM. Johnny Johnson, morning to everybody. Musicology and entertainment, worldwide crew. Looking for Bob Marley's music. Haile Selassie is a chapel. Dinit Albasco says, Bob Cosmic, Rastafari and I stand in the balance of order with the realm of fulcrum efforts with resistance. Brother Love. Kean Brown, rise up, Max. Kean Brown consists of Sister D. Ruben, Yeli and I. Al Cable and H-Back. Them building them own prison. You understand me? I agree. Perry the Pirates say good morning. Most of these Jamaican mothers are careless people. How can you beat a 2-year-old and send next door to play? Tell Wilson to stop the E. Stop what? The E and R argument. Well, I'll collect Cable and say conjure no less. Going to prepare a place in prison for him and Rule Reed. Patrick Bailey, Audley Shaw, Daryl Vaz, Horace Chang, Bobby Montague, and many more. Oh, yeah. Conrad Tomlinson says, boy, Mr. Smalls, I'm sorry and tired to hear about injustice dish out to the pensioners and retirees in Jamaica. System rotten to the core. Sister D say, to all, love with abundance till I, to all I straight talk family. John says, Mr. Small, I'm very proud that Jamaica is named Tower Street after B.R. Ambedkar of India, leader of the Dravidian Dalits and Untouchables blacks, due to his connection with the Black Phoenix Garvey. Bernardo Jones said Information Minister issued warning that he has the IP addresses for Flow and Digicel, as well as agreements with Twitter, FB, and IG. Facebook, that is an IG, and should we be comfortable with NIDS Fire Nesta now. Conrad Tomlinson said, I heard Floyd Morris in Parliament battling for a more secure and increase in pensions. However, I keep my eyes and ears upon the ground and look out for my third eye. I shake my head. Johnny Johnson said, we have been told that Gandhi of India was the real deal as the king of Hinduism. But the ultimate truth is that Ambedkar was a total truth for blacks in India who stood for global peace. Johnny Johnson said, good morning to Queen Mother, Sister D. Reuben. Marie Wilson said, Jerry, it's the hegemony that America wants to have over the world. This is why they use the term World Series even against themselves. Johnny Johnson in Highgate, Usher, Albany, Orange River, Richmond Prison Farm, all Paradise Land on Earth Plain in Jamaica. Bob Cosmic said, while listening to music interlude of Burning Spear, I remember a conversation I once had with Alton Ellis. He had just finished a session for Mr. Dodd and he heard Burning Spear record Door Peep. He said there and then that the concept of sound had changed at Studio One. Fun fact, Door Peep was one of Brother Gad's favorite tune. I remember the first time I heard the music then. From a year, man, I know, said gone. 1969, I think it was. Skelly 21 said, blessed morning, Father Bongo, South Florida, and host. Thank you very much. Well, now the numbers are 619-1508. 619-1508. And I think we have some more music to play there. We have that. Is it Nina Simone that sing the music there? Yeah, man. Things gonna get better. We child. Somebody requested a couple of days ago, and it's a favorite of mine also. Maybe we have to take a phone call before it, but we have it lined up. All right, let's get back to it. Good morning and welcome.
How you doing?
Good morning, sir. Wagwan.
Charlie Joseph, this.
Yeah, I know.
What you talking about the Cane land? They went turn the land in a prison or something like that. Whenever you hear what you were saying.
Yes.
In Jamaica?
Yes.
All right, here we go now. In Louisiana and some other places, them use glamazone to spray the cane or something like that.
No, hold on. When you say or something like that, if you don't sure, hold on. If you're not sure, why are you saying or something like that? Why bring it up if you're not sure?
You forget a complete burn at the cane field, because when you burn the cane field, sometimes you have some patches inside that want to burn complete. So then spray it in order to get a complete burn. That's what you do.
Why are you telling us that?
I was talking something about the use or something like that. Next thing now.
You can't remember what you're talking about, but you still come here and talk about it. What's the sense of talking? I am saying that the way how the clan that I saw cleared there by some farmers who was to be leased some one-time cane land.
Yeah.
I was wondering if it's cut it and it lie down there and dry out so much.
Yeah.
Or if it's more like the usual use of grammar zone where you see the land burn out quick over after a couple of days.
But it's a common thing you use in America.
And because it's a common thing you use in America, so what?
No, man, it's a common use.
So what? Something that is not good. I don't say the man them use it. I was just saying I wonder. Right. America do is alright to us to do. Yes, I want you to tell me that if everything that America do is alright for us to do, why you tell me that is a common thing in America? What's the relevance of that unless it's to say that America knows best? Have more call then? Next one. Good morning, welcome.
Welcome, Mr. Small.
Go on.
Well, first thing I want to bring you up to date on something.
Yeah.
Tabby Diamond Memorial Service.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is now. We'll be at the Ronnie Williams Entertainment Center, you know.
Oh, where? Instead of...
Friday.
Instead of where?
Instead of the Walton Park Church.
Oh, the Walton Park, yes. Maybe,
yeah, just get it on my WhatsApp.
Maybe it is thought that people will be more comfortable there.
Yeah, and a wider audience, you know, giving tribute and all of these things.
You know the main issue is that people know that his death resulted from some reprisal killing, right?
Yes.
And it wouldn't be good to occasion any more of the same thing through the funeral.
Yes, especially in that community.
All right, you say when it will be?
Friday, 10 o'clock. Ronnie Williams Entertainment Center.
Okay.
That's on near Jamaica House there.
Yeah, man, Ronnie Williams.
Yeah, so beautiful. It's going to be beautiful. Musical tribute and all of those things.
All right. Well,
Mighty Diamond.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, Jerry, you know that India.
Yeah.
While we're going to be welcoming the Indian premier to come here, they cut off all the grain supply to the world.
Yeah, because them say them need all of them grain for themselves in this world war. Yeah.
Thank you, Jerry. Jerry.
Yeah.
This food crisis in Jamaica here.
Yeah.
I remember one time you carry me go to one place where I never see it near New Market.
New Market, yes.
The team of us say,
New Market, yes.
This is the market where all markets spring off in Jamaica. New Market.
Yeah, the biggest wholesale market in Jamaica.
Yeah, you carry me go show me that in Nigeria up on a hilltop.
Yeah.
I mean, thank you for that.
And we was going Darlistan.
That far place in Westmoreland.
Yeah, but it's not far from Newmarket though.
Pardon me?
It is not far from Newmarket.
No, not far from Newmarket. But Jerry, you know Jamaica inside out here, man.
Apartheid, yeah.
Yeah, me thank you. I'm not going to make that suggestion, yeah, Jerry. Jerry, Jamaica, do you have any food security, you know?
No.
And therefore, we should find a way to put places like Newmarket or Coronation Market and the stock exchange where we can get some money, public money to the farmers of this country, you know? Because when you look at how much money that is going in the gambling sector, we should be really getting those gambling money into the farming sector to create a food security. You know?
A government own the gambling sector?
Pardon me?
You mean you should tax the gambling sector to back up food security?
You know me not hear good when you say, Jerry.
I say you mean that you should tax. You mean that the gambling sector should be taxed to back up food security plan?
No, not tax, Jerry. While we're lining up to buy cash pot and all of these things,
yeah,
we should find a way to use that gambling money to get it to the farmers. Because if we can produce sufficient food for we can get the food cheaper out of our style, you know.
Yeah, the two things. If this community produce food cheaper and produce to the maximum productivity, and not only are you going to have food cheaper for the population in Jamaica, you're going to be able to export and sell food cheaper abroad. So you're going to get a bigger market of foreign food supply.
Because nobody has a food interest at all. India just get up one day and say, I cut off all grain supply to the world because I have 1.5 billion people to feed. That don't look good, Jerry.
I don't talk about the good. Are they hungry enough feel good?
Yeah, next thing they're going to tell you now that the unions in the public sector, they are still restive. They're using a strategy on the workers where they say you must suffer in silence. Because the government has a policy where they're using cheap labor to attract investors. All them policies them having a tell it.
Yeah, them sell Jamaica cheap.
Sell it cheap.
Them don't sell Jamaica said productive, or them don't try to organize Jamaica to be productive. Them just organize it to be cheap.
Cheap labor. But Jerry, you believe a salary of 250,000 a month is monkey money?
We talked about that yesterday already. Some craven guy thought that is a private sector worker.
Water commission worker.
Well, from your work with government, and you thought that is well craven.
Micromanagement.
Well craven.
When you look at this micromanagement, most of them is just sitting in the office shuffling paper. You know?
Mostly sign bill.
Huh?
They mostly send out bill.
Yeah. And they want to drive the biggest of cars. And they want to live the best of life. Most of them watching too much soap operas in the day. Anyway, Jerry, tomorrow I'm going to talk to you about the Father's Day promotion that I have a sponsor that wants to sponsor three fathers from your show.
All right, on the program.
Yeah, tomorrow I'm going to talk to you about it. They call it the Magic Cup. And it can make these successful fathers raise some money based on the technique that I'm going to tell you tomorrow. Because it helps me make money at 8 times too, you know, Jerry. I have my Magic Cup, you know.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I have my cup that I sell like on my birthday. I don't, instead of you give me a present, you buy one of my Magic Cups.
So what the Magic Cup do? When you go beg with your cup, it just full up a whole heap of money?
No, what that means that is a souvenir item.
Oh.
And then I ask you, I say, 1st of March is my birthday, and I need you to buy one of my Magic Cups. And like how I know a lot of people, like I know more than 1,000 people. If I get 100 people to buy one of my Magic Cups, I can make out 80,000 on my birthday alone in Nigeria.
Oh, yeah, sir.
And I'm never tell you tomorrow how the match works.
All right.
Hey, Mr. Small, may your food basket never empty. Take care.
That's a promise. Thank you very much.
That is a promise. Yeah, that I will help to fulfill.
Was our 619. What the music there again? 619. Oh, we're going to play Old Child. 619-1508. 619-1508 and 279-8473. 279-8473. Well, here is another promise here from Nina Simone. Say, Old Child, things gonna get better.
Child, things are gonna get easier. Ooh, child, things will get brighter. Ooh, child, things are gonna get easier. Ooh, child, things will get brighter. Someday we'll get it together and we'll get it undone. Someday when the world is much brighter. We'll walk in the rays of a beautiful sun. Someday when the world is much lighter. Ooh, child, things are gonna get easier. Ooh, child, things will get brighter. Ooh, child, things are gonna get easier. Ooh, child, things will get brighter.
Yes, welcome back to the program, the phone. Good morning.
Morning, sir, Small.
Go on.
Just taking the news and see how them people are wicked to their own self.
Go on.
Why is it that the labor them want to take away the farmland to build prison?
Each one of the party usually have a scheme how them can eat a food. I don't know if this is them one.
Well, this is one of the problems too. We keep on look back at each one of the party. We need to start address the problem them and stop look back on what our next man used to do. Because if we don't do that, we're not going to move forward. We're going to keep on look back onto the man and the other care there. And the man have it now, so I see him treatment if we do. If we get the care like the one before.
Yes. Yeah, you saw the item of news on TV last night where the people were preparing the farmland.
Yes, sir.
The cane land.
And I think we Jamaican, all the farmers in Jamaica, need to go out and show support to them colleagues. If we need to camp out on the land for years, years, and plant, we produce on it and run them people want to come put a prison on the farmland them. We need to support one another.
It's not just prison, it's prison for high income thief, high income criminal. It's a special prison, no? You ever hear?
Yes, I hear them say a special prison.
So them say for high value criminal, high value.
So why they never capture up inside the sea and believe on the sea for them? Since them so high.
I couldn't answer any question on them behalf.
Them need to capture up inside the sea and build a prison for it. But the Chinese them do it. Because if we see the farmers them come out and them can employ some people to work on them farm, where it will help the country and same breath and time. Then they have all these prisoners you have to feed them 3 times a day. We are cost for the taxpayer.
They usually just take our money. Them usually just take our money and feed prisoner, but it look like in addition to that, they might be leasing out the prison system to a private investor who might take on work. They might take on work for them prisoner, the private investor. You know that?
I want Jamaican really listen to Andrew Wallace and the Minister of Finance. How them talk about the strike where this is going on there. The way the public sector don't make them pay them off under the water. Some of them to keep them mouth shut and some left without anything. Because that's what them normally do. Pay the bigger heads them and the little man them not get no tight.
Alright, what ideas you have now that we can grab with the whole system and change it?
We need to unite as one.
No, but then a vague slogan. You come with this vague slogan, that don't mean nothing. We need to unite as one mean nothing. Unite as one.
That is the first thing you have to do, Jerry, is unite. Anything you have to do, if you unite, you know.
Alright, who must unite?
All the civil servants never come together and unite. And to make one man of college and talk back to the next one and say, on the squash, make work with them.
All civil servants must unite in negotiating for wages. And what happened to the rest of it?
Hello?
Are you there?
Yes, sir, go again.
All civil servants must unite to negotiate for wages. What happened to the rest of us?
The rest of us need to go out and look for our own also.
No, you're vague argument.
We need to stand up.
No, hear me now. You see all the way you talk there? You can see that you don't even start thinking about them things there. Right? You have not thought about it at all.
Then you tell me what are we gonna do?
I know that each resident of Jamaica, whether they're a citizen or not, need to link up with at least one other person in order to have some form of economic footing in making a livelihood in Jamaica. Every single person in Jamaica, especially the poorer people, because you know that the vast majority of the population is underprivileged. You understand?
But sir, that's how unite come in, you know. If we link up as one and unite as one, then who can...
No, hear me now. Hear this now. It is obvious. I am telling you, listening to your talk, I don't know if you listen to yourself. It is obvious that listening to your talk, You haven't really spent much time thinking about some practical ways how we can get this system a turnover.
But I have just said to you a while ago, we need to unite.
All them are slogan. You don't know what is the difference.
We need to get at least one somebody with to get the thing done.
You need to get at least one somebody to do what? And you need to get one.
You just said a while ago you need to get.
No, don't tell me what
somebody.
I said. Don't tell me what I said. You are saying you need to get at least somebody what?
No man, that's what you just said a while ago.
Don't tell me what I said. I am asking you what steps we can take, and you just give me some broad slogan. You don't know the difference between broad slogan and plan. Slogan and plan is two different things, you know.
Small, I just asked the question, what should we do? And you said we need to get at least.
All right, we're wasting a lot of time going back and forth. We're wasting a lot of time going back and forth, and I don't think we have. I know I spent years thinking about this thing and what steps to take, but when I ask it, don't seem like you have ever really thought
then what
out.
you need to do now is share your opinion.
That's what I do. That's what I do here every day. Every day. Because I know that slogans are practically useless without plan. Slogans are practically useless without plans. You know that Hold on, please. Hold on. I'm going to ask you one more thing. Do you understand that there's a difference between slogan and plan?
Yes, there's a difference, of course.
What is the difference?
Slogans, when you advertise something and the next one you plan for something and you go ahead and do it.
No, you're not explaining neither of the two things. Slogan is not necessarily about advertising. Slogan is a summary. A slogan is a summary of an idea. But a plan is the makeup of an idea. In my thinking, the makeup of an idea. What are the components of the idea and the steps in the idea? A slogan is a summary. I don't know if you'd agree with that.
Well, that's your opinion on it.
You don't have to tell me that's not my opinion. A lot of people use this term, that's your opinion. It sounds intelligent, but it means nothing. And I don't want to be your antagonistic or quarreling with you. I think that there's ways that we can start to realize together that people can plan their way successfully. I don't really want to quarrel with you. But I think I have to go to our next call. Yes, sir?
No problem, sir.
Have another call? All right. Let us keep talking. And let us try to make some sense out of this, because it can be done. Good morning. Welcome.
Good morning, Mr. Small.
Welcome.
Yeah, I'm a blind man from Sacramento. I don't have credit, so I just have to put and run.
A teacher, long time I don't hear from you.
Yeah. Okay, I just commented on the point the gentleman raised about driver's license, reading, and so on.
Yeah.
All my years of renewing my license, they have never asked me to read yet. Only when I was applying for the license initially. Now, in addition to that, in recent times, I don't know if it would be practical as such for persons to renew the license because I can renew.
Hold on, slow down. You don't know if it will be practicable for persons to do what?
I don't think it's possible for them to enforce reading to renew the license because.
No, you're not talking clearly. The last part jumble. You don't think if it is possible to enforce reading about what license?
To renew your license.
Why not possible?
That's what I'm going to tell you. Because of the country. Because you can apply for your license online. I do it. I apply for my license. I'm blind. And I apply for my driver's license, renew it. I have a home people. I renew it online last year.
Yeah.
I renew my passport online last year, and they carry the passport right at my gate here can give me. You pay a certain amount of money. And I renew my driver's license online last year.
All right. Do you consider it desirable that for somebody to be authorized to drive in public, it should be proven that them can read?
Yes.
All right. If that is desirable, whatever makes it possible or whatever makes it possible that you can ensure that they can read, shouldn't that thing be done?
Yes.
And if it is necessary that you don't apply for your driver's license online until you've proved that you can read. So the first thing to do, prove that you can read, and then afterward you apply for the driver's license. That is possible?
Yes.
So therefore, whatever it takes to be able to demonstrate that the person can read, I think should be done.
Yes, I agree.
So therefore, I don't think it should be automatically renewable online from start to finish, since somebody else could even apply for your driver's license and get it.
Yes. But I agree with everything you say. I'm only showing to you that it is not mandatory now.
Yes.
And as far as I'm concerned, it has never been.
So now that you point out that, it seems that we should require that it be mandatory then.
Maybe, yes, I agree.
Because we know that maybe half of the driver's licenses in Jamaica are secured through corrupt means.
Yes.
And if that is so, that would be a big explanation of why there's so much fatality and crime on the road.
Yes.
And it should be able to cut down the fatalities by cutting down the amount of bandula license then.
Yes.
And that is why I say that step by step we're supposed to can reason out things in a discussion like this that make us able to formulate plans. And,
yes.
And plans are far more useful than slogans.
Yes. Because I just before I would have to go now, because as I said before, I was telling to the gentleman that I never know at no time that you are neither last year nor year, because I am 70-year-old and I have my life of how many years now. And each time I go and renew it, they never ask me to read yet.
And that's a driver's license, right?
Pardon me?
That's a driver's license?
I have an open PPV.
Yes, and imagine now, you are blind and yet you are there renewing your driver's license. Now you're blind.
Yes, I doing it online.
So yes, say that doing it online is not the best way then?
No.
It sound modern, like our wholeness I talk about electric car or self-drive car for come to Jamaica. Sound modern and sound nice. But all these things are slogans.
Yes, when I was in Kingston a couple of years ago, I was at Jamaica Society Blind. My friend, my boss, when I told him that I was going to renew my license, he said, what? And he is a friend of mine and he's my teacher and my boss. He disagreed. Yeah. But as I said before, just like you, I disagree with you on certain points, but yet we are good friends, just like my teacher and my boss. Thanks, Mr. Harris, for teaching me. Yeah. He disagreed. We don't, not even me and the wife agree all the while. Yeah. So it's not surprising. Muta say, if you pass his house and you're quarreling there night time, him and his wife argue. Yeah. But that don't mean that they hate one another.
No.
And so on. So why I say that is my friend, I hope he's listening, Mr. Harris, my boss, my teacher at the Jamaica Society Very Blind. I told him last year that I was going to renew my license. I said, what? You still drive? I'm telling him, and I told him why I get the license. And he said, he don't agree with it. Yeah. I never have any feelings, and to know he's my best friend. He teach me. Don't go yesterday. He was teaching me, and it's just that I said. So I agree with everything you just said. I have to go now. I was only saying that the person who they asked him to read and write to renew the license, that might be their experience. So I'm not running them down. Yeah. I'm only telling my experience. Good. I have to go now. That's before.
Yes, man. You walk me eye more like a while.
Yes, okay then. Thanks for them.
Yeah, man, so even the blind can open the eye of people who claim that them can see.
All right, okay.
Thank you very much. We have any more? All right, I think we have a couple more live chat, you know. Scholarly 21 say, blessed morning, Father Bongo, South Florida and the house. And Johan Crook say, hail Bongo. Love the burning spear the I chose for your program introduction. One vibes Bongo to all your subscribers. Thank you very much. Mr. D. Ruben said, door peep, I favorite spear sound straight to vibrations. Johnny John said, burning spears held very high as a musical mystic prophecy in African diaspora. His songs Jano Dead. The natal Basco to Sister Ruben and Bob Cosmic. Jordan River theme favorite. I love that one to Jordan River. Me Jerry. Bob Cosmic continue. Door peep as Bongo Jerry say, it gone. It fly like BJ kite. Sounds of revolution and rebellion, no Joe. Yeah, man, the very first hit by Burning Spear, door peep. Sister D. Ruben says, same way them have people still a look for blue eye man in the sky. Them want to starve. Them want them starve instead of farm the land. Then lock them up in a prison. Them want to build upon the land. Cynical and evil intentions that. The natal Basco said, them way there. Sister D. Ruben, them vibes there. And she continue, mystical prophet for real. But truthfully, I have side from my son, him a tell once to take the joke. Oh, never expect the spirit to advocate that thing, eh? Spirit did that recently. Oh yeah. Somebody tell me more about it. Johnny John said, check Burn Spirit live in Kenya, John dead and witness the power and glory of Jamaican culture music. On a small but Talawa, but we do truly know this. But do we truly know this? Johnny John said, Josephville and culture live in South Africa, not just a Bob Marley thing. James Brown was the hardest working man in show business. Michael Jackson, they don't care about us live in Brazil. They don't care about us, Michael Jackson, live in Brazil, man in the mirror, okay. Mr. D. Ruben said, his musicality will stand unblemished. Thank you very much. Yes, let's hear from Lena Simone a little more. Oh, child, things are going to get better.
Ooh, child, things are gonna get easier. Ooh, child, things will get brighter. Child, things are gonna get easier. Ooh, child, things will get brighter. Someday we'll get it together and we'll get it undone. Someday when the world is much brighter. Someday we'll walk in the rays of a beautiful sun. Someday when the world is much lighter. Child, things are gonna get easier. Ooh, child, things will get brighter. Ooh, child, things are gonna get easier. Ooh, child, things will get brighter. Someday we'll get it together and we'll get it undone. Someday when the world is much brighter. Someday together in a beautiful sun. Someday when the world is much lighter. Ooh, child, things are gonna get easier. Ooh, child, things will get brighter. Ooh, child, things are gonna get easier. Ooh, child, things will get brighter. And we'll get it undone. Someday when the world is much brighter. Someday we'll walk together in a beautiful sun. Someday when the world is much lighter. Ooh, child, things are gonna get easier. Ooh, child, things will get brighter. Child, things are gonna get easier. Ooh, child, things will get brighter, brighter now. Right now.
Nina Simone. Sound of Nina Simone. Oh, child, things are going to get better. But it don't just get better automatically. Get better through intention and the will, but it accompanied by the action. We have any calls there? The numbers again: 619-1508, 619-1508, and 279-8473, 279-8473. Yeah, it was a real experience. I've seen it before. It was a real experience seeing that clip on the news last night of a man, looked like him at least up in him 60s years old. Lost the use, not only the use, but lost the attachment to him two legs. The entire leg from him hip come down. Cut off him body just about 2 years ago. And him adapt himself so much that him is cultivating food, moving up and down the road, broken stone and doing all kind of different work, bushing all bush on the side of the road. Have a call? Let's get to another call. Good morning, welcome. Morning.
Morning, Jerry.
How go on, sir?
Yeah, Nina Smooth.
Yeah.
Did you start a documentary with her when she were playing at some hall full of white people, but her mother was in the hall, but she couldn't sit at the front because she was black.
What you say?
And Nina refused. At that time, she was a small child, in about 10 or 11, I think.
Yeah.
And she refused from play until her mom came up at the front.
Oh yeah, so that's great, man. You saw that documentary?
Yes, yeah.
And it was in color or black and white?
Color.
Color? Yeah, way back,
yeah.
Because that's supposed to be way back because she's supposed to be in the 30s there.
It was a movie.
It was a movie. It was really
life.
a documentary. It was a movie.
Yeah, but it's real. It was real thing that took place.
True story.
Her.
I mean, when I say movie, I mean it's not the actual footage of her, but a movie about her life.
Right.
All right.
She refused from play until her mom came and sit at the front.
Can you remember the name of that movie?
No, I don't remember, but I have it. I would have to. It just simple said Nina.
Nina,
it's
okay.
It's a CD about on the street.
Mm-hmm.
Just says Nina. She's one of my favorite singers from way back in it when I was a child, teenager.
Yeah, man. She's great.
Yeah, and she went through a lot of racism that she had to leave America and go and live in Europe.
Yes, and for years she was hooked on all kind of substance, alcohol, tobacco, and other harder drugs and things. When the time her voice to get so mashed up, I couldn't believe her she. And then she let go most of the drugs, and her voice came back about halfway.
Anyway, the main thing I call about is Mr. Patterson this morning.
Yeah.
I want the two hosts this morning, one of them to ask him what was the problem between him and his people, why there was a disagreement. But nobody asked him.
Disagreement when?
He said he has some disagreement with some people in his party.
Yes, I heard about it. They were circulating on social media about a serious split and a group of them who objected to something. But he didn't explain any of it?
No, I want to hear from those people what was the problem. So if anybody knows can call in to tell us what was the problem, why there was a split.
Well, I don't know the details, but there was some committee inside the party that was partly set up by him. I think it's him that appoint most of the people to these committees. And then a couple of people on these committees now were making some decision that him and them was in agreement about, and the usual and I saw some footage. I don't know these people personally, but I saw some footage of one person who was supposed to be like him second, the most prominent person in the movement apart from him. And they was having some serious accusation, all kind of accusation. I can't explain it more, but you say he said that he didn't want to discuss it. Did he say that?
Nobody mentioned it. Asked him the question, what was the problem?
When you asked the question, you asked him live on the air?
No, I didn't ask any question about him, about his problem with his people. But I thought those two people would ask him.
Which two?
Minute and the pastor.
Oh, well, you can't assume. You can't assume what other people do, or you can't assume that because you want certain question answer that the host of the program will answer it.
Well, if they wanted to find out and get to the bottom of the truth, as this man, they're trying to promote him to be some big leader in this country.
No, but if you are promoting someone,
yeah,
you're not most likely not going to turn on the spotlight and everything too openly.
No, Jerry. If I'm a daddy, may I open the spotlight on him?
No, but you yourself said that they were promoting him. You're not saying that they are like you. You would turn on the spotlight. But on the other hand, you said that they were promoting him. And when people are promoting somebody, they put the best light on things.
Oh,
the last time that he was on my program, I was going through some political paces with him. And then I asked him two things if that him don't seem to be comfortable about. I asked if him realize that a lot of people going to be coming in and riding on the back of his movement as long as it looked like it picking up speed. And I also asked him if him knew about the background of the splitting and treachery in the Maroon community. And him saying he wasn't fully aware of it, and I told him that I think him need to be aware of things like these if him going to national politics. Him agree that he should be, but him say him not have no time for that now, but him should.
Well, Jerry, I listened to this man this morning, and this man, he's no different. As a matter of fact, I don't see him being a leader in this country for maybe the next 30 years, if him changing ways. But what am I telling this morning don't make no sense.
What? Like what?
Like
what?
The plan where him have for the country and where him go do and whatever.
No, you say it don't make no sense, and like what don't make no sense?
First, him talk about him out get the country like down at this small island. What don't your name again?
I don't know what you're talking about.
One island where them where down at Asia there where everybody want copy.
Singapore.
Everybody come and talk about Singapore. I mean, I said Jamaica, no Singapore. Jamaica.
No, hold on. He's saying that he want to bring Jamaica like Singapore, right?
Yes.
So what steps or details about bringing Jamaica like Singapore did he discuss?
Right now, I never remember some of them,
all right, hold on. If you don't remember, that's not his fault if you don't remember. Did he bring any or did he not? Did he bring any of the points?
Just a few of them.
And what were two of the few?
Just like with everybody else that
No, don't tell me like everybody. You are telling me that him like everybody want to bring Jamaica like Singapore, and that he started to talk about some of the steps. And you say it can't work. If you are saying it can't work, you should be able to tell me some of the steps that he was saying.
Me can't explain it right now, Jerry.
But if you can't explain, that means that you don't really know why you disagree with him, though. You just have a gut feeling.
My gut feeling always right.
Oh. All right. Well, my gut feeling that is now midday.
All right, then.
Call me back after the midday.
Yeah.
Is my gut feeling right when it said that you might call me back or you might not call me back? Are you there? That's it. 12 o'clock. Thanks.
You're simply the best. Better than all the rest. Better than anyone. Anyone I ever met. You're simply the best.
Bess FM 100 on your dial. Keep listening.
Good day. I'm Lorraine Mendez with the JIS Midday News for Tuesday, May 17. Coming up, development plans progressing for Montego Bay, Agriculture Ministry fast-tracking national seed policy development, and Port Authority looking to develop space at Montego Bay Free Zone. The news in detail after the break.
Read and speak and listen and write. Very sure ways to make one right. Read to your children, that's the cue. And listen to them as they read back to you. Ask questions such as why, what, where, when and how and who goes there. Parents, talk with your children. Tell them about the things that you know. children, and their minds and speech will grow. Read and speak and listen and write.
This message is brought to you courtesy of the USAID LAC Reads Capacity Program.
Now the news. Prime Minister Andrew Holness says the government is moving ahead with plans to build out the city of Montego Bay. This, he says, will include the construction of infrastructure similar to the newly built Montego Bay Fire Station. Speaking at the official opening of the station recently, Mr. Holness noted that work to improve the city's drainage network was also underway.
We want to see the growth of the city. But in an interesting way, the city can only sustainably grow and expand if we build facilities like these.
The new fire station, built at a cost of $580 million, will serve as the Jamaica Fire Brigade JFB Area 4 headquarters in St. James. Mr. Holness adds that the new 34,000 square foot four-story structure is crucial to the improvement and expansion of the JFB's service delivery across the parishes of St. James, Westmoreland, Trelawney, Hanover and St. Elizabeth. The Port Authority of Jamaica, PAJ, is looking to develop the 11.8 acres of land at the Montego Bay Free Zone into a commercial and logistics complex. Minister without portfolio in the Ministry of Economic Growth and Job Creation, Everald Warmington, says a feasibility study will be undertaken on the use of the land, which is owned by the PAJ.
The procurement process has begun to engage a consultant to undertake the geotechnical studies, as well as the design through development stage for facilitation of the demand analysis study.
Minister Warmington was making his contribution to the 2022-2023 sectoral debate in the House of Representatives recently. The PAJ has already completed construction for a 200,000 square foot logistics facility built to international logistics specifications on a section of lands contiguous to the Kingston Container Terminal to support the Jamaica Global Logistics Hub initiative. Mr. Warmington says this development is expected to boost economic activities and lead to economic growth for Jamaica. Minister of Transport and Mining Audley Shaw says the tourism sector, particularly community tourism, will be one of the main industries to benefit from the revival of Jamaica's railway system. He says the once famous trip from Montego Bay to the island's southern coast is being considered as the ideal route for the return of passenger trains.
In the same way that we are expanding our airports, we want to also revive our railway system in Jamaica, because our railway system is one of the oldest railways in the Western Hemisphere, where our first phase of that reopening is going to link a tourism opportunity from Montego Bay into Appleton Estates, with several stops along the way, and community tourism will be alive and well as well.
Minister Shaw was speaking after a recent tour of the Sangster International Airport in Montego Bay, St. James. He says feasibility studies have indicated that there's a demand among tourism stakeholders for a return of the train service, adding that in the past it was a popular attraction for visitors. And the Ministry of Agriculture and Fisheries is fast-tracking the development of the National Seed Policy to guide the research and development of quality planting inputs for local farmers. Portfolio Minister Pernell Charles Jr. says the policy will ensure farmers have access to quality planting materials that can thrive in Jamaica's local environment. He adds that work is also underway at the seed storage facility at the Bodles Research Station in St. Catherine as part of wider investment in research and development in agriculture.
Activities at the facility include in vitro conservation as well as in-field germplasm. Sounds like a lot of science, but what it is Jamaica, through our research and development, we are finding the best ways to define our best genetics so we can get the best yield, the best plants, and who is going to benefit? Us. Now, the ministry is also undertaking clean seed work on citrus, ginger, cassava, yam, strawberries, and Irish potato crops.
Minister Charles says the investment in research will help to boost the sustainability and resilience of the agriculture sector. That was the JIS News. I'm Lorraine Mendez.
A production of the Jamaica Information Service, the voice of Jamaica.
Hello, I'm Moira Alderson with the BBC News. The evacuation of the defenders of the Azovstal steelworks in Mariupol has continued, with a convoy of at least 7 buses carrying Ukrainian troops leaving the complex, escorted by pro-Russian forces. Last night, the first batch of 260 soldiers left for Russian-controlled territory, which Russia describes as a surrender. Ukraine says they'll all be swapped for Russian prisoners of war. A presidential advisor said their resistance had changed the course of the war. But Vitaly Shevchenko, the Russia editor at BBC Monitoring, says Moscow views them very differently.
They are neo-Nazis. The Russian army came in to save the people of Mariupol from those neo-Nazis. So that makes it really difficult to see how a prisoner exchange may happen. And also, what I find difficult to accept is, their remarks about life returning to normal, given that reportedly there's not a single building left intact.
The prosecutor at the International Criminal Court in The Hague, Karim Khan, has said his office has dispatched 42 personnel to investigate suspected war crimes in Ukraine. The ICC will collaborate with French detectives who've been working at suspected crime scenes. The British government has said it will introduce legislation allowing it to unilaterally change the post-Brexit trade arrangement with Northern Ireland. The Foreign Secretary, Liz Truss, said the burden on trade between the mainland and Northern Ireland needed to be reduced. Nick Beake is in Brussels.
Although Liz Truss is saying she's not actually bringing in this legislation immediately, they want it as an insurance policy, the EU is saying it would rip up international law, it would potentially compromise the peace on the island of Ireland, and it's something they don't want to see happen. If you look at some of the language being used, I think it's more conciliatory than, say, 2 years ago when they were really at loggerheads trying to get this Brexit deal done, the trade deal done. Both sides are saying that if they talk around the table in a calm way, they can find a solution to this.
The United Nations has voiced its concern over how North Korea is handling its first reported coronavirus outbreak. The world body's Human Rights Office in Geneva urged Pyongyang to open up channels to receive humanitarian assistance. North Korea's reported 6 more deaths and a further 270,000 presumed infections. Professor Hazel Smith, an expert on North Korea, said it had thought it could cope.
Up until at least a year or so ago, they were thinking that they could control this epidemic in North Korea. And secondly, they have, since the last 18 months or so, imposed the restrictions that have been so severe that even to have vaccinations coming into the country accompanied by foreigners was something that they were not prepared to look at.
BBC News. The UN has urged the authorities in Haiti to do more to protect civilians from a surge in organised crime in the capital, Port-au-Prince. The UN High Commissioner for Human Rights, Michelle Bachelet, said armed violence had reached unimaginable and intolerable levels in Haiti. The authorities in Nigeria say at least 9 people have been killed in an explosion near a primary school in the northern city of Kano. Nigeria's Ministry of Humanitarian Affairs says victims have been recovered from the rubble of a building devastated by the blast outside the school. Isaac Khalid reports from Abuja.
Police said initial reports indicate it was caused by a gas cylinder from a welding shop, ruling out an attack. The authorities say there were no school children among the casualties. The explosion has caused a lot of tension and panic across the commercial city. Kano is the most populous city in northern Nigeria. For several years, it has been largely spared by the extremist group Boko Haram and its offshoot, the Islamic State West Africa province, as well as armed kidnapping gangs behind deadly violence in the region.
The Supreme Court in Pakistan has ruled that the votes of defecting lawmakers will not be counted in Parliament. The court was asked to clarify the constitution after several members of the former PTI government voted against the then Prime Minister Imran Khan in a no-confidence motion last month. The judges said politicians would not be allowed to vote against their party on major issues. The Indian Supreme Court has ordered that a mosque in the northern city of Varanasi, where a Hindu idol was reportedly found, should remain open to Muslims while the matter is investigated. Campaigners claim they found a Hindu religious icon in the Ganvapi Mosque compound, affirming their belief that the building was once a temple. But the mosque's managers say the object is part of a water fountain. That's the latest world news from the BBC.
Live from NPR News in Washington, I'm Lakshmi Singh. President Biden and the First Lady are in Buffalo, New York this hour. They're meeting with the families who lost loved ones The mass shooting at a supermarket over the weekend in Buffalo. NPR's Windsor Johnston reports authorities say the attack, which killed 10 black people, was motivated by racism.
President Biden and the First Lady are meeting with city leaders, law enforcement, and other first responders on this trip. They also spent the morning meeting with family members who lost loved ones in the shooting. In remarks from a community center, Biden is expected to condemn the shooting as an act of terrorism motivated by a hateful and perverse ideology and call on Americans to push back against hateful rhetoric. Biden will also use his speech to urge Congress to take action against gun violence. House Democrats say they're planning to take up a domestic terrorism bill in the wake of the shooting. Windsor Johnston, NPR News.
Pennsylvania voters are heading to the polls today to make their primary choice for the state's open Senate seat. From member station WESA, Kylie Krasinski reports the winner could determine control of the U.S. Senate.
The race has been a bit of a roller coaster, from the late surge of Republican candidate Kathy Barnett in the polls to Lieutenant Governor and Democratic candidate John Fetterman's having a stroke over the weekend. Barnett is competing with Trump-endorsed TV doctor Mehmet Oz and former hedge fund executive David McCormick for the Republican nomination. Fetterman is running against State Representative Malcolm Kenyatta and Congressman Connor Lamb for the Democratic nomination. Lamb's run for Senate leaves his U.S. House seat open, with 5 candidates vying for the nomination. For NPR News, I'm Kylie Kaczynski in Pittsburgh.
The Ukrainian anti-Russian resistance in Mariupol, involving hundreds of soldiers, is apparently over. NPR's Joanne Kakissis says the Ukrainian troops have been evacuated to Russia-held territory, sparking conflicting accounts about the soldiers' current circumstances.
Russian media reports are describing this as a surrender and that the soldiers are indeed going to be interrogated today, just like prisoners. The Ukrainians, however, won't use that word, surrender. They insist that these soldiers will come home as part of a prisoner swap with Russia.
That's NPR's Joanne Kakissis reporting. The historically neutral countries of Finland and Sweden are moving forward with their bids to join NATO. The Finnish and Swedish governments were spurred to action following Russia's invasion of Ukraine. But Turkish President Recep Tayyip Erdogan maintains he will not support them joining the Western military alliance. Today, the Finnish parliament rubber-stamped the government's decision to seek membership. Sweden's foreign minister signed a formal application letter to be sent to NATO headquarters in Brussels. The Dow Jones Industrial Average is up 224 points at 32,448. This is NPR News. Lebanon announced its parliamentary election results this morning. This was the country's first election since the onset of a devastating economic crisis that many Lebanese blame on the ruling establishment. NPR's Arzu Rizvani reports newer candidates and independents did better than expected.
Hezbollah and its allies lost their majority in parliament, but according to Lebanon's Interior Ministry, the Iran-backed group and its main Shia ally, Amal, kept all the seats allocated to the Shia sect. The Saudi-backed Lebanese Forces Party is now the largest Christian bloc in parliament, winning seats from a party allied with Hezbollah, the Free Patriotic Movement, founded by the country's current president. Independent candidates and newcomers won more than a dozen seats, which is notable given how strong the sectarian parties are and how fragmented newer parties and candidates were going into the election. Arzu Rizvani, NPR News, Beirut.
The Food and Drug Administration expanded the emergency use authorization for the Pfizer-BioNTech COVID-19 vaccine to include a single booster dose for children ages 5 to 11. Children in this age group are eligible for a booster at least 5 months after completion of their first 2 doses of the vaccine. This is the first booster for children this age. The agency did not ask its outside advisor for input on the decision because the FDA said the committee had previously discussed the issues and no new questions were raised. At last check on Wall Street, the S&P is up 1.3%. The Nasdaq has risen nearly 2%. This is NPR News.
How do we reinvent ourselves? And what's the secret to living longer? I'm Anush Zamarodi. Each week on NPR's TED Radio Hour, we go on a journey with TED speakers to seek a deeper understanding of the world and to figure out new ways to think and create. Listen now.
Bess FM 100 on your dial. Keep listening.
In a world of goodness and have a little peace of mind.
Rise to Charm Music presents the single Peace of Mind by Ornella, produced by Sandy Davis, distributed by Top Song International, available on iTunes and...
Five, four, three, two, one. It's the
Bess FM, the champion.
And you've got it.
You good? You can get better. Spread the word. Straight Up gets better on Bess FM. Straight Up Jerry Small, Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays and Thursdays on Bess 100 FM. 10 a.m. till 2 p.m. I'm your host, Robin Jerry Small. The numbers are 279-8473, 279-8473, and 619-1508. 619-1508. Also streaming live on the internet. Bess FM, Straight Up. Robin Jerry Small.
If you're to feel it, you've got to be clean. You got to make it straight. You can't be lean. Share the joys togetherness can bring. To the true soul, you just have to cling, and then you will feel it, feel it, feel. You'll feel the soul inside of you.
It's good, it's better, but nothing beats. Best
Here to pick up the pieces. Here to pick up the pieces. Here to pick up the pieces. Let the place look good, my brother. Let the place keep clean, my sister. Let the place look good, my brother. Let the place keep clean, my sister. So come along, my brother. Come along, my sister. Come along, my brother. Come along, my sister. Here to pick up the pieces. Here to pick up the pieces. Here to pick up the pieces. Let the place look good, my brother. Let the place keep clean, my sister. Let the place look good, my brother. Let the place keep clean, my sister. So come along, my brother. Come along, my sister. 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 Come along, my brother. Come along, my sister.
Yes, welcome back to the program. We're in today after midday section of the program, the second half of the program. Today, 17th of May. And our numbers are 619, excuse me, 1508, 619 1508, and 279 8473, 279 8473. And we just had the Isachar feature there a while ago. Never even get to listen it properly, but I want to play it again. Not right now. Named Peace of Mind by Arnella. Isachar feature out of Jamaican music outfit out of California there for the time being. Yes, as I have been suggesting to some people, and I suggested it to you, Mr. Patterson and other people, that I believe when a certain level of consensus is sought, when you try to get some consensus between a core of people to get something on the way, get a protocol on the way, is much better than when the majority of the ideas come from one person and then you build around that person. But my opinion is just my opinion. I am not the only person of any sensible opinion. In my view and to my preference, I know many people, including myself, could have started some organization or some institution, whether it's a sports organization or it's a community organization or a professional organization or a political organization. But I much prefer to meet up or already know and identify people who have a broad consensus of agreement about some basic ideas and values, and to move from there. So more than I come with my set of ideas and expect everybody, expect that this thing can be successful out of those who feel to agree with me and take my lead. Much prefer when people move together, get to know one another, get to study the problems that them have in common, and get to arrive at the objectives that where them want to reach, and gradually them come to a consensus, and then I start build something from that. That is my view and my preference. Make we want to play a piece of music from there's two pieces of music. I want to play one by Shined. We have a piece of music named Strive by Shined. It was a popular music in the 90s by that Jamaican descendant DJ who must have grew up in America. I don't think he was born there. Shined. We have that music. And we have a next one, Lady G. We have Lady G music. Alright, I'm going from Lady G now. Enough respect.
Now whether you live uptown or you live in the ghetto, you know say Lady G respect the people them every time. See? So don't spread no rumor. No care me name, no spread no rumor, show me no respect. No to me living at the ghetto, show me no respect. No care me name, no spread no rumor, show me no respect. No to me living at the ghetto, show me no respect. Because this is a fact, me have to confess to all of the woman man for due respect. Not to be dressed up in the latest that we look fanciness. When we come out on the street, the man them say we look fresh. And every jack man at them we impress. Sometimes them get bright and start this stress. But if it the across the sea, them a broke off the naked, then no see we fear with them start get upset. That's why enough man up put them head in a one basket. But some of them put them out where them can't reach it. As a foxy a grape him, what to pick it whether you living at the town or in the district. No care me name, no spread no rumor, show me no respect. No to me living at the ghetto, show me no respect. No care me name, no spread no rumor, show me no respect. No to me living at the ghetto, show me no respect. Some man watch your figure, some man watch your shape, some man watch your necklace and your beautiful face. Call your bugs if you're ugly, that's a big disgrace. But if you're pretty fatty, man, I run one race. No man no want fit there, your back, they want fit there on front page. Every man want to tackle what I eat in the place. But most of them are hungry, want to get one taste. So no win a lager, it till if you hold for your space. No care me name, no spread no rumor, show me no respect. No to me living at the ghetto, show me no respect. No care me name, no spread no rumor, show me no respect. No to me living at the ghetto, show me no respect. I want all of the woman them you fi penetrate. If your man a do wrong, that's enough you tolerate. Just live independent, get yourself up to date. Change your lifestyle and make your future's bright. Stop the running up and down and stop the acting well. Just like a lamb to a slaughter, you fi make and mile. Just care for your health and protect your child. No give no man bitches, then we want take a mile. Just listen me lyrics and tell me advice. No care me name, no spread no rumor, show me no respect. No to me living at the ghetto, show me no respect. No care me name, no spread no rumor, show me no respect. No to me living at the ghetto, show me no respect. Cause some man watch your figure, some man watch the shape, some man watch your niceness and your beautiful face. Call ya bugs if you're ugly, that's a big disgrace. But if you're pretty fatty, man, I run one race. No man no want fit there, your back, them want fit there on front page. Every man want to tackle what I eat in the place. place. But most of them are hungry, want to get one taste. So no win a log of it till if you hold for your space. No care me name, no spend no room, and show me enough respect. No show me living and they get to show me enough respect. No care me name, no spread no room, and show me enough respect. No show me living and they get to show me enough respect. I want all of the woman them you fi penetrate. If your man a do wrong, that's enough you tolerate. Just live independent, get yourself up to date. Change your lifestyle and make your futures a bright. Stop the running up and down and stop the acting well. Just like a lamb to a slaughter, you fi meek and mild. Just care for your elder, protect your child. No give no man picture say we want take a mile. Just listen me lyrics and take me advice. No care me name, no spend no room and show me enough respect. No show me living and they get to show me enough respect. No care me name, no spend no room and show me enough respect. No show me living and they get to show me enough respect. Because this is a fact. Me a big
This man that has Lady G, and her father was a top recording artist. What's his name again? Somebody remind me what Lady G father name. I think he was a DJ. Can't remember his name, but she grew up in the business. And that is one of my favorite music, especially by a Jamaican singer, female singer, Lady G. Respect. Let's get to the telephone. Good afternoon. Welcome. Afternoon and welcome. Are you there?
What is this?
Welcome. What you say?
Okay.
All right. Sorry about that. I thought you'd call the program. All right. Yes, yes, man. In my opinion, this system, this economic system that take a grip upon the world for some time now. Economic system that take a grip on the world for some time now. The only way it could have take that grip on the world is when because of technology, a small group of people in each country could have seized control of the most of the land in a country, most of the land in a country, because them have the most amount of them have a high level of machinery like transportation, a high level of arms, high powered or advanced arms, more advanced more than the other people around them. And they was able to seize control of most of the land in our country. Because look, for instance, upon the situation with the man them get some land for lease and like more government to come tell them say them have to come off of the land because them have to build prison upon the land and hand it over, them have to hand over the land to some private investor to build prison. The man who made this statement recently been seen him face about a year or two now, named Shook here. Them say him in charge of the Sugar Corporation of Jamaica lands, and big cane farmer where they have sugar plantation and sugar factory all over Jamaica. And him is announcing now that these men who recently were promised that is them going to get the lease for the agriculture on the land, and after them clear up the land, them will come tell them say them have to move. They are going to give them some land at some other places, but they don't identify the place. Them not tell them where them will give them land, but tell them say you have to stop farm on them land. We're going to get land somewhere else because these land are required to build a high value prison. In other words, a prison where them going to put man who have enough money and do big crime in them the prison. It's only when you control a whole heap, it's when you control a whole heap of money and a whole heap of arms and a whole heap of high-powered equipment, you can bully down people them way. We have a call here. Let's get back to the telephone. Good afternoon and welcome. Welcome to the program.
Afternoon.
Go ahead, please.
Okay, sir. I hear one of your colleagues said this morning he want to turn Jamaica into a little island they call Singapore.
Which colleague here said that?
What name again? Patterson son.
Which Patterson's son? Which Patterson's son?
Miss the gentleman that come on the radio before your program.
Yes. Which Patterson is his father?
His name, I don't know who it is, but his name is Patterson. I heard the name Patterson. Okay, sir. And he said, you hear what him said? He said again to turn Jamaica into Singapore. Do you know what Singapore is like, Hunter? It's a dictatorship, and using that a man who stay in line. So I don't know how you endorse that.
You never hear wholeness. You never hear wholeness a few weeks ago. Same one turn Jamaica and Singapore.
No, we look,
You never hear wholeness say a few weeks ago that him want turn Jamaica and Singapore.
Well, this style of their like the building them. The building.
So you're making excuse. You're making excuse for you hold on. You hold on. You're not going hold on. You're not going hold on. You're not going hold on.
I'm gonna hear you.
Stop talk now. You make an excuse for wholeness says the style of the building them want to make. But when you hear Patterson say the same thing, you are warning that Singapore is a dictatorship and this guy is dangerous to be talking that. But when wholeness talking, them not dangerous.
No, because we depend on democracy.
You never hear wholeness say 2 or 3 weeks ago that democracy take too long to bring prosperity.
Well, him can't say about anything, but him can't come off of the line with it, man. And we put him there now, and he have to do what we tell him to do. Bring in money man coming out of this country, we put out that small man can hear. Not investor, money man. That thing like what you say, I go here. You see this morning, the most in history, the most building ever put up in Jamaica are by owners. And they are telling us.
You hear me say that this morning? You hear me say that this wholeness put up? Hold on there, hold on. You hear me say this morning that wholeness put up the most building we ever see go on in Jamaica?
He's going to do it. He's going to do
You heard me say that this morning?
Yeah, I heard something like that.
Nothing of the sort. Nothing of the sort.
All right, you didn't say that then. But you know that a whole lot of building is going on.
A whole lot of building is being built by rich people. It's not poor people building the whole. It is. Hold on. It is not poor people building and middle class people building the whole lot of building.
People get the work from the rich.
They get a job. They get a job.
You ever hear the weak man can't go in front?
All right, stop. You stop now. Stop now.
Yes.
The poor people get a job working on the construction site, but they are not able to be building any house for themselves.
And they can move from there to a house to themselves like me. I work on construction and I come here and I have my beautiful house. Yes, sir. And is the rich, the strong help the poor? The blind man, the blind cannot help the person that see. Is the man who can see help the blind? That's how things always go. So I am telling my brother, let us go on what we like how the country has run from ever since we get independent. Because I love to work for what I have. That a man can push me around. I learn my trade. And when I learn my trade, I can, if anybody tell me, say, look here, do this, and I know it's wrong, I said, no. One year, the man, one gentle, you see that building there, down Mantico Bay and Portmore, the one, this won't tell you. The biggest building down at Mantico Bay in the Caribbean. And I was taking some level, some square, like a square with square. And when I did, the man take him level and said, Mr. T, that's just as he did. I said, no man, me right. And I go for him, me tell him, say, if me wrong, you will have to take it up back, and pay me. I said, go ahead. And when me do it, me not say it wrong, And when me do it, you see, I tell you, say, the man, me call him, I say, see this, and see here in Bondy. I show him my way. And he said, go ahead, sir. And him pay me. He never make him say, boy, you're good. I go back again. I was tied in another place in Maypen. I take the level mark before I take it. And when I check it out, the cheese have to come in at the place, you know. And when I take the level mark, when we take the level mark from the door to where the cheese is 2 inches out. Call the gentleman, the foreman, me tell say this wrong, you know. Because the cheese coming from England. So we are going to do. So me tell him, so the only thing we can do, go down to the level of the cheese, where the cheese is, to the measurement. And when he said the cheese and make the door and say, look, you have to vote, you have to call the company first. When he called the company, and from about 8 o'clock in the morning, you know, until about 2 o'clock before we get through. And he said, go ahead, sir. And when we go ahead, the gentleman come down of himself and said, well done, my young boy. Well done. And he gave me a big piece of cash for that. Because I don't go, I always do the right thing. Anything me I do. That's why me tell a man said, when you talk something that sense we can get from it, I feel good. When you come tell me about the boy building I go put up, and that means you don't endorse that the poor man will get work. Look at the most building put up, more Jamaican will elevate themselves in a life who have ambition.
Anyway, we finish with this phone call now. The same thing where hold on. No, I finish. You got a long talk. If you're done with that now, okay. All right. The same thing where Patterson say. And him say Patterson, he coming like a dictator. The same thing Holness said 2 weeks before. But him say Holness right, but Patterson wrong. So you can't get that, you can't judge from that. You can't judge from that what kind of thinking. All right, me go here from China. This one named Strive. Go on strive because remember, you know, it is not possible for this system of exploitation to continue forever in the world. Okay.
How you mean? Brothers and sisters, good day there. How you doing? Hope you doing fine. Brand new music, this mix up and play for the man like that and Johnny, as I will say. Yeah. Real keen from a record machine to the star when all I see nigga rap and come in as I will tell you. Brand new music, this nigga jump onto his speaking of this. Tell you about it. Sometimes it's hard, but try and you'll make it. Believe you me. In order to achieve, go forth and take it. Set yourself free. With obstacles in your way, you may fall before you rise. But if you really want good, you know off the run. So get up and keep your eyes on the prize. So as part of your plan, you feel have ambition, and the Almighty One as your foundation. Hey, nobody get rich and rich because that's definitely wrong. Me I beg you, no, don't forget your friends and where you come from. If you a thief, remember God now sleep. And although you're a robber man and you get well last week, you pull out the street, but you're beaten going steep because God is a silent river and you know him run deep. Throughout history, lots of great men and women went about things the old-fashioned way. They just kept on winning and winning. So strive, step up in life and go forth. You know you got to strive. Remove the doubt from out your mind and let good flow. Be not moved by smart remarks from people who think they're witty. Keep moving on, mind gotta be strong and don't indulge in self-pity. But strive, step up in life and go for what you know. You got to strive. Remove the doubt from out your mind and let good flow. obstacles in your way, you may fall before you rise. But if you really want good, you know have to run. So get up and keep your eyes on the prize and strive. Step up in life and go for what you know. You got to strive. Remove the doubt from out your mind and let good flow. Throughout history, lots of great men and women went about things the old-fashioned way. They just kept on winning and winning. So strive, step up in life and go for what you know. You've got to strive. Remove the doubt from out your mind and let good flow.
Yes, one sound of Shinehead from back in the was it the 90s that, or that was I think it was the 90s or the early 2000s. I think it's the 90s, sometime about there. Yes, the numbers are 619-1508, 619-1508, and 279-8473, 279-8473. Trying to get back to the live chat there now. But whatever it is, you see the situation in Jamaica. Now, most of the people who go up on strike last week is middle income workers, and it's not the poorest of the poor people. Civil servant, teacher, even water commission workers is not the poorest of the poor. And them feeling things so hard. What with the inflation we are going. I can imagine the rest of the people. But the thing is now, as me and you know, most of the people who get education, them get better employment than the people that don't have education, unless it's people who are skilled people, trades people. Might not get no help education, but them get some good skill, but them can be self-employed and get some good level of wages. But outside of that, the vast majority of the people, low-paid workers, and the educated people get better paid than the average low-paid workers. When people get good education and get a higher standard of salary and pay, and can make plans for themselves and make plans for them children, usually they tend to forget about the situation that the rest of the people are in, because when them say to themselves, boy, me can't do not much about that tonight, better me draw away from that problem and stop, pay attention to that problem and look about myself and move along with other people like myself, so that I don't have no whole heap of complaint in my years old day, because all of us doing well and all of us getting a little car for buy and move in our house and can go and pay some kind of mortgage. So most of the educated people move away from them relative and who them grow up with in the uneducated situation. Move away from that, and them don't want to be associated too much with that. So them don't get no much support. The poorer people don't get no whole lot of support from people who are educated. People are educated, so glad to get out of that poverty situation that them just stay far. But you still have a lot of educated people who are always concerned with the difficulties that them friend and them family go through. Yeah, the numbers again, 619-1508, 619-1508, and 279-8473, 279-8473. Try one more time to link up with the live chat. Where are we? Okay, here we go. Where are we now? All right. Joseph Hill. No. Sister D. Ruben say. Talking about Bernie Spear. His musicality will stand unblemished. As he may talk? I think so. Caribbean expert said, carpet boss, not easy. That I'm talk about Nigel Clark. Iroko reason said, blessed African families. Blessings African families. I am a recent listener. I give thanks for your energy. Keep growing and growing. Jerry, when you look at the forest, what do you see? Give thanks. Perry the Pirates. The Pirates say PNP, you get a donkey to ride on now. Unions are good, but them need to tread lightly. Can't be all or none game. Sir Johnson say. Jerry, the people strike for better wages and comfort, but we see that there are more people acting. Water, light, housing, air traffic and poor road conditions. So where Jamaica money goes, that means tax money, consolidated fund. All right, that's the light chat for the time being. We have any call here? All right, let's get back to the telephone. Good afternoon. Afternoon and welcome. Welcome.
Yeah, man. Good to be here again.
Come again?
So it's good to be here again.
Yes, sir. Good to have you. Good to have you.
Yeah, man. While I'm listening, so it's just something just come to my mind.
Yeah.
It is a suggestion and also a question in one.
Yeah.
Don't you think in the government system, them should have some street people, including the educational people and the paperwork, but they should have some street people who know the struggle. In a parliament, there's them.
When you say street people, you mean streetwise people or people who are smart. Hold on, please, make me done. Hold on, please, make me done. When you say street people, do you mean streetwise or do you mean people who are homeless?
No, streetwise.
All right, streetwise, yes. No,
yes.
most political parties claim that them have a lot of streetwise people amongst them.
Yeah.
And therefore, if you question them, they would tell you that a lot of them are streetwise. But you know that the streetwise people, most of that, not going to have no whole great amount of talk in the power politics. So if you want that to come about, you know what you would have to do?
No.
No, think about what the same streetwise people having an input into decision making and policy.
Yes.
What would have to happen for such streetwise people to have a talk inside of the policy making? What would have to happen?
Well, if they would get the chance to have a meeting with the bigger government and put their input and
what you call the bigger government?
Like whoever around the country, like join it on the government.
All right, so all you think that is necessary for the country to run proper is for them to have more streetwise people in there, but to make the people who are run the government continue run it, but them just have more streetwise advisors. That's what you think?
Well, it could be both ways. It could be some. They could have the streetwise people who are advising them, or they could have them in parliament as well. While they are making their policies.
All right. From how long now you live in Jamaica?
About 40 years.
40 years. And from your 40 years of experience, knowing the people who control politics and government in Jamaica, you believe that will straighten out Jamaica?
Yeah, I believe so. Because why me say that? My mother raised 7 boys and 7 girls. Her first daughter died early, so she have 15 of us. And she raised 14 of us, 7 boys. Right? And none of us have a record. Well, we have a record, but it's good record. And she grew up 14 of us, she can read and write. And if she can grow 14 of us and grow us this well, so that we there at Jamaica now, we are a benefit, we are beneficial to Jamaica, we are growing the country. And as she growing without education, you know, and she grows good. So I don't think you have to be educated, well educated. I mean, to do paperwork and policy and make policies. You need education, but you know, I don't think education is all.
You have a good idea. You have a good idea how government run in Jamaica?
Not really, no. I mean, I really study them something, you know. I'm not that educated neither, but
yeah, it's not really educate. It's not really education make you know how things run in Jamaica. It's mostly experience and observation and good information.
Yeah.
It would suit you.
Really follow them thing there.
Yeah, I know. It would suit if you start observe closely how government run in Jamaica and start to get an experience of some other countries where things was not good at all, and the people them get to turn around them country where the country is doing much better than before. It suit if you start check out them thing and observe them thing.
So,
you know? Because you reach a age now where you're going to be able to appreciate them progress them much more than when you're younger.
Yeah.
What kind of work you do?
I learn a lot by listening to a person like you. I don't really read much, but I learn a lot by listening. I love to listen to conversation. I mean,
so which country in the world you admire how it runs?
What the name of this country was? That was very poor. I know it is one of the richest countries.
No, you have to tell me some more that I can know which country. Tell me some more about the country.
You know, I was reading about it. But now that I'm.
But you should be able to tell me. You should be able to tell me a little more about it that I can kind of guess which one it is. What else you heard about the country?
I learned about the country that if you're there, that country there, you even spit a gun. You're in a deep trouble.
Oh, yes, okay.
I can't remember.
All right. Oh, that is hold on, please. That is Singapore. All right. How did you? All right. Hold on, please. So, how did you get to know a little about Singapore?
I heard about it and then we go do some reading on my own.
All right. Well,
I think you hear talk about Singapore.
All right. Well, do some more reading and then check out a few more countries that you hear make a great improvement. So that you have maybe 3 or 4 of them at over the last 50 years make some great improvement. I have a better idea about 3 or 4 examples and then make me and you start discuss now if we can, what lesson we can take out of them country and come apply it in Jamaica. But keep in touch and make we hear from you. Hear some?
All right, no problem.
Thank you very much.
I mean, you call about get the money mistakenly in the bank, you know.
Come again?
No, I mean, that talk to you about getting the money mistakenly in the bank.
Yes.
The 50,000.
Yes, I remember. Thank you.
Yeah, man.
Go check it out and make we talk again.
All right.
Well, next call. Good afternoon. Welcome.
Good afternoon, Mr. Simone.
Welcome. Wagwan.
Not much. How are you today?
Feel okay. What about you?
Feel okay also. Just want to talk about a little thing. I want your opinion on something.
Talk a little slower because we're not hearing the words because you're talking too far. Go on, tell me.
I need your opinion on something.
You meet me at where?
I need your opinion.
Oh, on something. You need opinion. Oh, you need an opinion, okay.
3 man. 3 holes. And you have 3 man. In each hole, you have 1 man each.
No, hold on, please. 3 holes?
Yes.
3 holes in a wall or 3 holes in a mango?
3 holes in the ground.
Oh, you're in that type of man? 3 holes in the ground?
Yeah, 3 big holes in the ground.
Yeah.
And in each hole, you have a single man, a single person.
Yeah.
All right. The man in the first hole, he realized that he needs to get out of the hole.
How deep the hole is?
Very deep. Deep.
I don't understand. Give me an idea.
Let's say over 100 feet.
All right, okay. All right, good.
But it is a difficult hole. So, the man in the first hole now, he get down on his knee and they pray and they say, Lord God, help me to come out of the world.
Yeah.
You see, and in there they keep praying and he died praying on him. And the Lord didn't come to help him. Now, the man in the second war, he realized too that he need to come out of the war. He get down on his knees and he prayed to God to ask him to help him get out of the war. But after he done pray, him get up, him look around, and then find a way and then get out of the war. Now after him get out of the war, he get down on his knee again and then give thanks to God because he pray to God to help him. Now the man in the third war, he realized he too need to get out of the war. But he didn't pray to God to help him. He just look around, find a way, and get out of the war. Now, after he get out of the war, he did not ask anybody to give thanks for it because he did not ask anybody to help him get out of the war. He just get out of the war. So go on and will. Which one of those might I give the A?
Which one of them I would give what?
The A standard.
The A standard?
Yeah.
I don't know. This sounds like a riddle.
No. The way I look at it, you see, the first man, he prayed to God. You know?
Yeah, you tell me already. Don't tell me over. I understand. You tell me already.
I would leave the A to the third man because why? He know he have a problem.
Yeah.
And he did not ask nobody, not even God who created him to help him.
Mm-hmm.
He solved his own problem because he's able to.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I'm looking at many people who rely on God and the government to help them.
Mm-hmm.
But they can't help themselves. So some people is like they are dependable on God to help them.
Not dependable, dependent.
Well, yeah. While they can't help themselves.
Yeah.
And the same thing goes for the government. They feel the government has to do everything for them.
All right, tell me something now. You live in Jamaica?
Yes.
How long now you live here?
Born and grow here, never leave here.
All right. The majority of people in Jamaica, are they comfortable or are they poor?
Majority is poor.
All right. What idea you have that the majority of people in Jamaica, whether moving individually like them three man in a tree hole, or moving together, what idea you have that the people of Jamaica can get out of them poverty in the space of 20, 30, 40 years? What idea you have? You think it's possible?
It's always possible. And always possible mostly for those who work. Now let us look at it.
No. All right, go on. If Jamaica what?
The Jamaican dollar. How I look at it, what would I call the Jamaican dollar?
No, I don't want to go in a dollar thing yet. I want us to look. Both of us agreed. Hold on, please. Hold on, please. Both of us agree that the majority of the Jamaican population is poor. So I want us to examine now what method in 20 to 40 years, between 20 and 40 years, 20, 30, 40 years, what method of action can make the majority of the people in Jamaica move from poverty to reasonable comfort?
All right, just let me explain, please. Let me explain. I'm looking at it at the way we earn our dollar. And the dollar we earn is the same dollar.
Do you know? All right, do you realize that at the end of talking to me, you must have told me what method can get us out of poverty in 20 to 40 years? So don't chat all up a long thing and you don't tell me what hold on. Don't chat a whole heap of thing and you don't tell me at the end of it what method can get us out, the majority out of poverty in 20 to 40 years. Agreed? You agree with that? Do you agree with that?
Yes, I agree.
All right, go ahead now.
And I have it in three states. Now, the first state is, as an honest working person, he could maybe a Christian. Now, see, in first point is to give God 1/10 out of $1. No, the government by cold poultry taking what at 33%. So that is with 10 and 33 down be 43%. So out of him dollar, him have only 57% left. No, that's 57%. He will intend to use it every time he gets it. So what I'm saying is this, if we save at least 17 or 20% of that 57%, every week or every time he earns something for 1 year at least, then at the end of the year, he can be able to progress himself or herself. But if he keeps spending the rest, that 57% every week or every fortnight or every month, he can't have nothing to improve. It's never enough. But if we save something out of it, even for a year or 2 years on a long-term basis, then we can achieve something. Now, if you look at it, what you give God is what help the church. What you give the government is what help the road, the street, and so forth. We look back out of that. We don't look for nothing out of it. But if we look on what we have left, I know we can manage it.
Hello.
Yeah?
Do you remember that by the time you're done tell me, we must hear how between 20 and 40 years the majority of us can get out of poverty and get into a reasonable comfort? You remember that is? Do you remember that is that you're supposed to be doing?
Yes.
Well, you don't start it. You don't start it.
Of progress, you have to have something. And what we have when we work is with them done tax, and we have the left. What left? And we have to shave out of that. That's all I'm saying. So if we want to save for a year or 10 years or 40 years, that's the only way we're going to see it. We're going to see something. Because the progress of the church and the government not going to help us much. But we can put what we have together bit by bit. And after a while, we can cover 1 and 2 projects to see progress. But if we use it all the while, we're not seeing them. So I'm saying this. Let us see it. As long as we are work, save something. And don't save it to the short term. Save it for the long term. That's all I have to say. My respect, Mr. Simon.
All right, good. Thank you very much. Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
All right, the numbers again: 619-1508, 619-1508, and 279-8473. 279-8473. All right. More live chat. I think this was the last one. No. Sister D. Ruben. And now the low paid for join with the middle income people. We did talk that already. But isms are going to stop middle income from link. Just as you say. But this can shake up the leaders if them use them power where them have. Marva Valentine says, straight up Sister D. Ruben. Del Ryan say, Jerry, Tuesday blessings. Marva Valentine say, and common sense, which no common, Jerry. That have to add in there. Arnett Brown say, good afternoon, teacher. Thanks for all the good work. Thank you. Sister D. Ruben to Marva Valentine say, no so common at all. Common sense, not so common at all. Common sense, scarce, sire. All right. We'll get back to the telephone. Good afternoon. Welcome to the program. Welcome.
Good afternoon, sir. Small. You there, man?
Wagwan.
Yeah, man. You know, so there I go and listen to the program. Enough respect every time, man. We call from Westmoreland, Grangeville.
Grangeville.
I'm calling the program.
Yeah, man. Wagwan.
Yeah, man. You know, there, we just want to tell us, man, we appreciate the work we have put in. And also, the previous caller.
Yeah.
Yeah, we just want to actually just touch upon a point when we met.
Yeah.
I'm saying, you know, we can't be dependent. I agree with him somewhat because.
Hold on. What did he say we can't be dependent on?
No, I mean, he kept on saying that people been dependent on the government and God to help them out of them struggle. Which,
yeah.
You know, I mean, a vast majority of our people always been begging and looking handout from God and looking handout from the government, which, you know, I mean, I agree with what I'm saying to an extent.
Yeah.
You know, because I've been in a wheelchair now for 21 years.
No, talk slow. You have been, hold on, talk slow. You have what?
I've been in a wheelchair now for 21 years.
Oh, yeah?
practically more than half of my life.
Well,
I mean? And I do everything. I work. I had a 9 to 5 at one point, a 9 to 5 fall apart. Did that for 11 years.
Yeah.
And, whenever you self-pity and, still come up with more ideas,
Yeah.
you have to keep on going, So, the minute you stop feeling sorry for yourself and stop looking for handout, man,
yes.
when you might start coming together.
What brought about that mind and that mentality in you?
I just wanted better for myself, I always wanted better for myself.
It was an accident make you reach in a wheelchair?
Yes, a motor vehicle accident.
Oh, yeah? Yeah, you're quite right. Well, me personally, I have to give thanks, as I say, stop sorry for yourself. I have to give thanks. Today, today the 17th of May. Yes, today, make 35 years, me stop smoke.
All right.
And it took me years before I was able to build up the strength to stop smoke.
Yes.
And one of the two great benefits it do for me, it helped my body, especially my lungs, to recover after 25 years of smoking.
Yeah, man.
Helped my body to recover. And also it helped me to save money. Because when you smoke, and especially when you smoke some more addictive things, even more addictive, well, I don't know if it's more addictive than cigarette. When you smoke something were more expensive than cigarette, like when me smoke ganja, the ganja expensive more than the cigarette. It take a good amount of your income, a good percentage of your income every day to satisfy your smoking feeling.
Pretty much all addiction,
All addiction.
Whatever you're addicted to.
Yeah. And some of the addiction more expensive than others.
Yes. And all of us as humans have some addiction, some amount of an addiction,
Usually.
Yeah, but we just have to go into ourselves sometimes. Because sometimes, we hear and seek advice from other people and not even realize that the best advice we could ever get is just by a little reason with ourselves.
Yes, that's a great habit. Great habit to reason.
And a little self-evaluation every now and then,
Yeah, looking at yourself and check.
Yes.
What about yourself is valuable and what part of your actions and habit is not valuable where you can let them go.
But sometimes it's kind of hard for a lot of us to even take the time out to do that because some of us is just so busy trying to look for food,
Yeah.
And that sometimes can be very distracting. But if you can just find a little time, if I have once per week, just sit down and think to yourself a little bit.
Yes, man.
Can make a great difference. But great job, Mr. Samal, man. Anytime you touch back on this side, man, I love to actually, just have a little reason, one-on-one reason with the man, because boy, it's an inspiration.
Well, what you can do for me is don't hang up now. I take up, yeah? Take him number for me. Don't hang up now. I want you just give the person who went talk to you your number and tell them say Grange Hill. Tell them say Grange Hill wheelchair. And I will try.
Davion, the name is Davion just in case.
How you spell it?
Davion.
Davion, okay.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. We have a next man another year we have a handicap which is blindness.
Oh, well.
Yeah, man.
I'm not sure I've ever heard of it, man.
Him there at a place named Peggy Barry. Ever hear about Peggy Barry?
Yeah, man. I drive past up here sometimes. When I go to Montego Bay side or Hanover side, I drive past up here.
Yes, you can go up that way there. Especially if you drive up through Lucy. Go up in the hill and come down through Lucy and go back in a mobile, yes.
Yeah, man. It's right, not too far from where I'm
at. Yeah. Or if you don't keep right to go on Negril.
Yeah, man.
But good to hear from you, Davion.
Yeah, man, no perspective, man. And keep doing what you're doing, man. Keep inspiring the youth, man. I know youth are listening to you, brother. I'm
glad for that. I'm glad you reassure me of that, because if that is not so, I feel disappointed, because...
Yeah, man. There's a time and place everything. It's necessary to burn the fire sometimes, because we burn enough fire to but we have to find some time to heal with self, too.
For do what?
To heal with self.
Exactly. Exactly. Exactly.
Man, enough respect, man, and keep doing it. You're doing a good job, man.
Thank you very much. Yes, sir.
Alright.
Don't hang up. Don't hang up.
Alright.
Good. Yeah, that is good and encouraging, of course. We have some more live chat here now. Let's see how the live chat go. Alright, more live chat. Patrick Beagle say, Jerry, the Indian Prime Minister, is speaking in the Parliament today in Jamaica. Oh yeah? Yes, we're going to hear it later. Simeon Pigeon say, Bongo Jerry, it is so strange. England got so much gold, but no gold mine. I was thinking about that. Then I loot England loot, man. Patrick Beagle come back again. Jerry, you have a stark resemblance to the Indian president. How you say? How me can say that? Your ancestors must have mix and blend in the bedroom. One love, how you say? Sometimes people make that suggestion to me, especially some lady, but not aware of it, you know. But you make me laugh still a little while. Well, anyway, next call. Good afternoon and welcome. Welcome. Go ahead, please.
Yeah, Bongo.
Wagwan.
Yeah.
Wagwan.
You know, so one little breaking news here a while ago.
Oh yeah, tell me.
Look at a fireman come out now one of the demonstration them and then fire him.
Yeah.
But the whole of the fireman them are demonstrating in front of Ministry of Labour now feet.
Because him is identified in the demonstration.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, sir. Then him did say anything bad like him or threaten violence or anything?
No, him just come out from make a little stand, you know?
And what kind of victimization that? The trouble look. Who fire him?
Look like a field management them.
A fireman in Kingston or where?
In Kingston, I think.
Yeah. Coming like 1968.
Yeah, man, them in trouble, man. PNP and JP in serious trouble. Them never know, so wake up, you know.
Yeah, as I said, PNP and I see him serious trouble. Yeah.
Yeah, then check your pay sleep around your sleep, man. You don't know, so waking up go on, you know.
Waking, of course.
The waking is no Bongo, man. Them can't stop the flow, you know.
No. What
Bongo, man, distance again, yeah?
All right, thanks for the breaking news here, sir.
Yes, sir.
Keep me in touch. Yeah, them certainly can't stop the awakening of people and people coming to conclusion. Even the young people, it is claimed by many and believed by many that young people not too business or do go on. Yes, they might be feeling hungry and feel deprivation, but them not about a business with no solution or them no business with the discussion. I don't think that is right. I believe, like when I was very young, 13, 14, go right up to 19, teenager, I believe that there was always I know, and I remember that there was always a substantial portion of young people who enjoying life at the same time, them observing seriously what really are going on in the world. Yeah. So the numbers again, 619, we have some more music to play. 619-1508, we can get the papers on. 619-1508 and 279-8473. 279-8473. By the way, yeah man, a wrong move. Make way from Joseph Whale, wrong move. Because apart from Barbara Gludan, just passed away, who caused people to request this piece of music that came from one of our plays, the name Wrong Move. The fact is that the breaking news of the man tell me say fireman get fired because I'm demonstrate. Don't know which idiot in our government or which idiot in the fire service would have victimize a man. I go hear from them. Wrong Move. Joseph Wales. You can hear it? Joseph Wales.
Now I want all the youth them to understand that this is 87 and we must make a New Year's resolution. Wrong move, wrong move, don't you make no wrong move. Yes, all of you them, don't you make no wrong move. Wrong move, don't you make no wrong move. Yes, all of you them make we make a right move. Shirt on me back, no make no wrong move. One pants to me waist, no make no wrong move. One shoes by my foot, no make no wrong move. Yes, hungry man fi kill me yo, no wrong move. Wrong move, no make no wrong move. Yes, all of you them make we make a right move.
Yes, good afternoon, welcome. Who it is?
Oh,
yes, sir. You have to turn on the radio, though. No, you have to talk. Hold on, I'm not hearing you clearly. So you have to talk slow and talk clear. Let me hear you. Glad to hear from you.
I hear you,
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man. I don't know man, I'm at the Bongo now.
Bongo.
Yeah, man, I cool out,
Mm.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I do right move with the partner now,
All right. What you remember this music you do?
Yeah, I mean, man, that you the real one. So we got then a call the credit now, so in a drum.
All right, take time. Here's our old carcass.
Yes, sir.
Come on, good to hear you. Good. Let's get back to Joseph Wales. The numbers are 619-1508, 619-1508, and 279-8473. From the top, 279-8473.
No, all you them to understand that this is 87, and we must make a New Year's resolution. Wrong move, don't you make no wrong move. Yes, all of you them, don't you make no wrong move. Wrong move, don't you make no wrong move. Yes, all of you them make we make a right move. Shirt on me back, no make no wrong move. One pants to me waist, no make no wrong move. One shoes by my foot, no make no wrong move. Yes, hungry man fi kill me yo, no wrong move. Wrong move, no make no wrong move.
Yes, good afternoon, welcome.
Yes, good afternoon, Mr. Small. How you doing?
Miss Young, that?
Yes, sir.
Oh, go on, ma'am.
Yeah, man, sun hot over here like this.
Oh, yes, sir.
Yes. I'm really taking up with the fireman here that, they come down and with, so.
Oh, yes, sir.
It's a level of injustice that is in the country. It's like you don't have no right, to speak for your right.
Yeah, and that is a bullet. That is to make the other one them afraid now.
Yes, man. Bullyism, that, man.
Can't work.
It cannot work like that. Everybody have a right to exercise their right.
Of course.
Yes, and I hear somebody was saying yesterday, I don't remember one of the callers was saying that government don't have money to give people or what and what. I don't think it's everybody expecting, or the majority of people expecting the government to give them money, but there's a lot of poor people that is in the country that the government can do better, can help a lot.
I'm going to waste a lot of money in other direction.
I didn't hear that.
They are wasting a lot of money in other directions.
Exactly. They are wasting a lot of money and they don't see some of the money that they burn off of us. People don't understand that they burn the money off of us. We are the collaterals.
Of course.
So what they doing with those monies?
They take it and spend on them own project. You don't, sometimes, every day you hear some big things the government spend on, but you don't hear quarter of the money they are spending on. They only tell you what they feel like tell you, but otherwise from that, there's a lot of money being spent otherwise.
Of course, and if people don't think that people are in the country suffering, they make a sad mistake. Who have their money for them and their family, but there's a lot of poor people that cannot help themselves, that the government can help, can do much more.
The other day, them invite some queen picnic come to Jamaica. And one night, them keep a dinner. Them keep a dinner for the queen picnic, queen grand picnic. I think 100 people is there. A $40,000 each plate of food cost,
Almighty God.
40,000.
And some people here hungry.
40,000.
My God.
And that's 100 plate of 40,000 food.
Well, I was even listening to the interview with the other man was saying, and Mr. Small, in my opinion, I don't believe that there have been no great changes, because the sound that I'm looking for, I still don't hear the sound from Mr. Patterson.
Oh, Mr. Patterson, yeah.
I don't hear the sound that I'm listening from. I don't hear it from him.
Yes, because we know we have an experience of how things are. We have an experience of how we would like things to be, and therefore anybody coming to us, we know what to listen out for.
Exactly. We not hear the sound this morning. Me not say no talk, but him a talk, but me not hear the sound when me know the poor people listen for.
Yes.
So these leaders cannot only expect to serve the higher class of people. What happened to the lower class of people? What happened to the people that cannot help themselves?
Yeah, I take the word out of my mouth. The helpless. What happened to the helpless? I take the word out of my mouth. What solution am I have about the land problem?
Exactly.
You hear him with any?
No, sir, I don't hear him with this. Me say me not hear the sound out of my mouth when me know so we supposed to hear. Me not hear that sound.
And we're not beating him down. We are encouraging him to produce. But one man, it's not no one man supposed to work out. So if it's him alone, it's not surprising that him don't have the right answer yet, neither.
Exactly. You know, the leaders cannot just cater for one set of people. When they make the promises that they made for the poor class of people, we're not seeing that at all.
No.
No. So, they better know so we are listening and we are looking on.
Well, thank you very much. And the people who they achieve great riches, a lot of them are pay less tax than the poor.
Exactly. We know all of them things they are going, and them things that we don't know them something, but we know what are going.
So we know what to look for and what to listen out for when we hear people applying for the job. Say yes, them can come straight out of Jamaica. We know what to look for, listen for, not true.
Definitely. So we're not beating him down, but you better know so we are listening to the sound and we are listening to hear what we want to hear.
Yeah.
All right, sir.
Well, thank you very much, yeah, ma'am. Any more there? All right, I'm going to get back to Joseph Wales in the meantime. 619-1508, 619-1508 and 279-8473. 279-8473. Wrong move, Joseph Wales. Let's go.
Now I want all the youth them to understand that this is 87 and we must make a New Year's resolution. Wrong move, don't you make no wrong move. Yes, all the youth them don't you make no wrong move. Wrong move, don't you make no wrong move. Yes, all the youth them make a right move. Shirt on me back, no make no wrong move. One pants to me waist, no make no wrong move. One shoes by my foot, no make no wrong move. Yes, hungry man fi kill me yo, make no wrong move. Wrong move, no make no wrong move. Yes, all the youth them make a right move. 38 in your waist, that is a wrong move. 45 in your hand, that is a wrong move. Lord, we work hard under the sun. Throw away the knife, throw away the gun. Make we big and strong like Mike McCallum. Wrong move, don't make no wrong move. Yes, all the youth them make a right move, Lord. This is a new year of ambition. Show them that we full of protection. Coming from the Father, the whole one. Guide and protect Jamaica land. Wrong move, don't make no wrong move. Yes, all the youth them make a right move. Wrong move, don't make no wrong move.
Yes, good afternoon. Welcome.
Yeah, afternoon, Jerry.
Well,
I just have one question. I want to clarify something. Do you think time can get rid of years of service?
Get rid of what?
Years of service.
Time? What's that time?
Yeah, all right. I can tell you the scenario. I used to work with a certain security company, right?
Yeah.
Anyway, them fire me.
Mm-hmm.
But I didn't go to Ministry of Labour till about 1 year after. And them told me that I took too long to come. Something can go so, Jerry.
Well, I don't know if there's any rule about it, but certainly if you're fired and they're not, and them not giving you, when them fire you, what them give you? Them just fire and give the eh?
Not at all, Jerry.
Not at all. No, not at all. No severance, no long service, nothing.
No.
All right. Well, if them fire you unjustly, and you don't make an objection promptly. You know that you're asking for trouble.
Okay.
You're asking for trouble now, but you don't must get the wrong right away. But certainly you shouldn't make 1 year pass. How long you did make pass?
1 year. 1 year. 1 year about a week.
But yeah, so if you get fired unjustly, and especially in the security guard industry, you know them sturdy. You shouldn't make 1 year. You run risk for make 1 year pass.
That lady tell me, but
no, hold on. No. You're not look on it. The lady tell you, right? To go to the ministry.
Yeah.
Which lady tell you that?
No, man. I went to Ministry of Labor, and a lady that worked.
No, hold on, man. Yeah, you're telling me that the lady said for go to the ministry, but it was at the Ministry of Labor, right?
No, Jerry. Yeah, maybe it's wrong. Nobody told me nothing. I knew I must go there. So I went down there. But a lady that worked there told me that I took too long to come.
Yeah, you went down there 1 year after?
Yes, sir.
All right. When you were going 1 year after, don't you have it in your mind, say, boy, you wonder if me take too long? You never have that in your mind?
Yes. Yeah.
So you realize before, so you take long.
Right,
but you're hoping that them just rough you up little and still start process you.
Yes.
But instead of that, the lady said to you, say you take too long, and like she stop brap this, huh?
Right, that's all.
All right. When you said to her, say, what is the limit? What is the time limit? Did you say that to her?
No,
you just turn it. You just turn it out and murmur. No, although you're wrong to take long, you shouldn't just give up so.
Shouldn't just let go.
And how long ago that happened?
And that I want to tell you now about 7 years ago that. 7 years ago that year.
And since that time, you don't see that company advertising no casual worker come on. Them employ people casually?
Yeah, I'm not sure, but I'm not seeing. I really see no advertisement. I see nothing.
All right, and the lady who told you that at the Ministry of Labor, what's she name?
You know, I'm not get her name.
Then why is it, hold on, why is it that when we are making representation for ourselves at offices and at business place, we don't find out who it is talking to us? Why we not do that?
Right, you know, Jerry, as long after me, I listen you know, me I say, you know, anytime.
Look like him phone thing expire. All right, let's take the other one. Good afternoon. Welcome. Next call. Good afternoon and welcome to the program. One up. All right, the numbers again. We're going to play a wrong move again. I'll finish it. 619-1508. 619-1508 and 279-8473. 279-8473. Yeah. Go here, Joseph Wales again.
Yes, only you to make we make a right move. Wrong move. No make no wrong move. Yes, only you to make we make a right move. Yes, guide and protect. Jaja, guide and protect. One shirt for me back. Guide and protect. One shoes for me foot. Guide and protect. Yes, hungry man fi kill me yo. Guide and protect. Belly did that hurt me. Guide and protect. Pick the dem a ball low. Guide and protect. Wrong move. No make no wrong move. Yes, only you to make we make a right move. Wrong move. No make no wrong move. Yes, only you to make we make a right move. Lord, guide and protect. Jaja, guide and protect. Because hungry man fi kill me yo. Guide and protect. Shirt for me back, yeah. Guide and protect. One shoes for me foot, oh. Guide and protect. Wrong move. We never make no wrong move. Beg all the youth, them no make no wrong move. Wrong move. We never make no wrong move. Beg all the youth, them fi no make no wrong move. Lord, guide and protect. Jaja, guide and protect. Jamaica is an island, hand on the sun. Sweet sugar cane, this a make we white rum. Till all the youth, them throw with them gun. Yes, Daddy Joseph, come. Wrong move. No make no wrong move.
Okay. Good afternoon. Welcome to the program.
Greetings, Bongo.
Wagwan, man.
I give thanks, my brethren. How are you?
Fine, thank you.
I give thanks and praise, my brother. Big up Jamaica Set Speed, locally, internationally, and also the staff of Bess FM.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man. I heard you were speaking about the brethren that came on the TV last night that didn't have any legs.
Yes, man.
And to be honest with you, it was a wonderful story.
What may I tell you, man?
And a story to big up. I feel you know him, my brethren.
I don't even know him name.
I don't remember him name. I'm going to try and get it, because what time I was doing some work while watching the news.
Yes, yes.
And it kind of caught my attention, and I just observed it,
Yes.
And listen, me, there's not that this man not really doing about
Anything that can done with the hand, man, the man I try, man. Hand and brain.
The man serious. As one of the relatives came on and said, boy, the man is like him them rest. Him just at it.
Yes. Him say as him done, as one thing done, him just start the next thing, that's it.
Yes, my brethren.
And a lady would come on, I forgot what's her name. One Empress. She have to tell him to take a rest more time because I'm done one thing.
Yes. Most definitely, my brethren. And to me, too, it's like when you kind of find yourself in that situation, it's like it gives you an extra zest,
What may I tell you?
You know what there? Jano. And what that gives me a reminder about, Jerry.
Yeah.
I saw a documentary with a lady when I have no hand,
Yes.
No hand from the shoulders go down.
Yes.
And you know what that lady do?
Wow.
She get married,
I tell you.
I have a baby, boss.
Wow.
And listen to me, everything the hand do, she use her foot.
And do
it,
I tell you.
Yes, man. You want to see how she hold the baby, You want to see how she change the baby diaper, boss.
I tell you.
And wipe up the baby and everything,
I tell you.
And guess what now? She have a lot of care, boss.
Wow. In which country that?
I don't remember the country, I get to get the information for you, to be honest with you. I'm going to get it, because that is a documentary I was watching on TVJ.
What am I tell you? Can you imagine?
Can you imagine? I say, since you're going to the vehicle, Jerry, the vehicle set away, I foot I use to steer the vehicle,
I tell you.
I feel away, Big driver to me attack,
Yeah. Let me say, hold on. I think it was the same. I think it was during the same documentary or sometime in the last night. I see. Meanwhile, them a play that audio from the Rasta. Me see one man we born without leg and foot. And when he move around the house, him young, like about 920s. How he move around the house, him just roll over and over, Just roll, Because I'm not on no foot, so in lengthwise and body and him head now, just a roll like a pillow. And just a roll all about, And I see him roll over to one book. And when I look at one exercise book, and him take up, he must have one little piece of toe. Him take up the pen and start work out some sums. It look like when them start tape, him never done work out, and him go back to the book and take up the pen. And just write a 7 and some square root and some different thing and I work out that done and just done that and roll out, go and do something else again.
Yes. It's amazing to watch these people, Jerry.
I tell you, man.
And you see, what that tells us is that a lot of us find ourselves in some amazing position.
Yeah.
All you have to do is just put yourself to use.
I tell you, man.
You know, brethren?
Yeah.
And we love the youth them even not right now watch I say you watch all them people, yeah. You have not even them idle time, Boss.
No. Enjoyment, pure enjoyment. Production.
That is of course. It's all about production and stuff. Make yourself valuable.
One day I watch video, like a music video with Stevie Wonder. And when you take a second, when the time you see him go in a car and start driving the car. Stevie Wonder, me say, You know what you say?
I hear you.
Drive the car. Have car, you know. And just to get the enjoyment of driving, him drive the car, but him have a place where him drive it, you know, not on the public road.
Okay, cool. No, man, listen, man, these type of people, man, they make some valuable contribution, my brother.
Yeah, man.
And then, you know, as you know, the area where me and you go in, you know, we have the Sir John Golden rehabilitation.
Yeah, right up Mona Rehab there. From Mona Rehab, and then nearer to you, we have the Cheshire Village where dozens and hundreds of people have that handicap status. Live together in a community, in a long road with peer house and neighbor and everything. And them have them community center and them community activity, and them have them family too. Some of them raise normal children.
Definitely.
Cheshire Village. There's that thing where them have all around the world, you know.
Of course.
Professor John Golden introduced all them things to Jamaica, you know, because he came to Jamaica. That's why he was brought to Jamaica in about 55, you know.
Yes.
Because he was in England doing that kind of work as a young doctor. And a Jewish family in Jamaica had a daughter who get the polio, the Henriquez family. And when they heard about this Jewish doctor in England who specialized in them things, the Henriquez sent for John Golden and him there from 55.
Okay.
And that's how Mark Golden born in Jamaica, because he is John Golden's son.
Yes.
I tell you, man.
Give thanks, man. And if the Lopez home, you know.
Yeah.
That
are the deaf.
Originate that home for them kind of people.
Yeah, that is the deaf.
Mentally challenged, you know?
I think that is for the deaf. That one is for the deaf or mentally challenged?
Mentally challenged.
Okay.
Mentally challenged.
And yes, and you have another home that is for the deaf. I forgot what that one name after somebody who...
That the beside Papi in school.
Yes, what that one name again?
Something like Gilby, something or the other.
Mir, yes.
Gilby
Mir. I think that family did have somebody who was deaf, yes. And each one of the families who have handicapped people, the families who have handicapped people and them have some prosperity, they usually
that is true.
Do some charity work.
The man who built Lopez home, his daughter with Lara used to reside with us here, you know.
Yeah.
And then she used to work across Lopez home.
Yeah.
But my mother was the one who really attended to his daughter.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, man. So I'm kind of familiar with her. And my mother, after she resigned at Butter Shoe Company, you know.
Oh, yes.
She was a teacher aide at Lopez home, you know.
Yeah. The Butter Shoe Company was the one in Papine or Augustown.
No, man. Butter Shoe Company at the factory on Spanish Town Road.
Yeah, but they have a shoe factory down Augustown and
yeah, man. That one, you know, them didn't make Welco.
Okay, yes. And is that outlet them did have in a Papine?
I think so, you know. Yeah, they have an outlet in Papine, but
near the market. Yeah, near the market, yes.
Yes.
Yeah, man, we were grow and live in other area there. We were exposed to many forms and experiences of human handicap, and the whole area become very sympathetic to that kind of people, and you know, kind of used to that. So you might have a neighbor of all different kind.
That is true, my brother. That is true.
And through that,
I need these people when they show that type of ability.
Yeah.
I don't think they should be sidelined.
Not at all. Not at all.
You know, brethren?
Yeah, man. And my children benefit because there was a school in the area. There was a primary school in the area, especially to teach those children, and they allow other children to come to the school. And five of my children go there.
And the name of that school is the Hope Valley.
Hope Valley. 5 of my children go there.
Yes, my brother. Yes. I had 2 children that passed through that school, including my neighbor, which is Peter's son.
Okay. Hope Valley experimental, because it was an experiment how to mix handicapped children with able-bodied children and let them get used to one another.
Definitely.
So my children no marvel when them see nobody with no handicap, because them grow up with them people.
Most definitely, sir. Most definitely. And it worked out because it allows the children to grow with them and appreciate them.
Yes, and them usually, each one of the children usually have a friend who have a handicap.
Yeah.
Each one of the children have a friend with them pushing at them wheelchair more time, or them go talk shop for them, or them do this, or them do that.
And I think that, how that school came about, it was a games that was kept here, a world games, a paraplegic.
Paraplegic games, sometime around the Empire Games, no, 66?
No, it was
later?
About either 74 or roughly 74.
Okay.
Right? And what happened now, that thing on the bill now to house the visitors that was coming for the game.
Oh, I see, yes.
So when the game's finished now,
yeah.
John Golden now said, boy, he want to work an experiment and start a thing with the school.
Yes, because my first child will go there. Is Peter before children was going there.
Okay.
And then we come move in the area and then rebuild a house in the area. Yeah. And then now them letting my children, first one of my children go to 76.
Yeah.
And them just grew up, as them born, them just go there.
Okay, good. And at the time too, that school was so special that they had a section which we call it a special section for slow learners.
Yes, okay.
It's a idea with.
Yeah.
So them not cater for just the normal child, but the child who's slow.
Yeah.
It's a special, it's called the special unit.
Yeah, man.
But whether you're handicapped or not, once you're kind of slow, then put you in that unit for you to get up your level.
Yeah.
And then you can go on to the ordinary section.
Yeah, man.
But give thanks for brethren.
All right, thanks for that enlightenment, and we share that.
Most definitely, my brothers, because we are responsible for each other.
You know that? Tanya Stevens before the program are done. You know, a clean version. I usually have a clean version, anyways. All right. Tanya Stevens. What else we have from her? She have some other music there. It's okay. It's a pity. All right. Let's see if we can find It's a Pity. That must clean. But in the meantime, yes. In the meantime. There was an Isachar feature I want to play it over. Peace of Mind by Arnella. I want to play it over even though we did play it already. Arnella coming out of the Isachar label. Can I get that now? Alright.
Ooh, the joy it brings. They feel so good.
Yes, man. Nice piece of music by Arnella named Peace of Mind that will come out of Isacha Music feature. All right, we'll go to the live chat again just before the probably last live chat reading for the program. Mr. Infose, it's a small greeting from Atlanta. It was a great thing when I came across your program 2 years ago. Bess FM is a great radio station. Thank you very much. Bob Cosmic say, good to know that we are on the same page. About 2 hours ago on Twitter, I posted bushwhacked. A colonel shot the coward in my back by the... Oh, it's two-sided. A bushwhack back by a colonel shot the coward in my back by the Colonel Joseph. Okay? Bob Cosmic say, tackle him, go away there. Okay. Have enough time for one more call. And the numbers are 619-1508, 619-1508 and 279-8473. 279-8473. Yeah, man. So, the one play a piece of music by Tanya Stevens always played. We probably can looking at my folder and see if we have the clean one. Okay, I don't want to play a piece of music by Tanya Stevens, but I understand that the one that is available is not fit for airplay, especially at this time of day, Tanya Stevens. But one of the Tanya Stevens can play instead, say you're not ready for this yet, because the one we're not clean for airplay, not ready for this yet. But maybe our call. All right, let's take this call, probably the last one. Good afternoon and welcome.
Afternoon, Mr. Jerry.
Welcome, Wagwan.
There. One web, this is a reality. Today, I'm studying at Puerto Rico.
Puerto Rico?
Yeah, I see a man post a video. He send me a Puerto Rico from 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
And 57 black people them turn back. No black people are allowed to use the beach today.
When you say no black people, I mean no Jamaican?
Yeah.
And other people and pay and go in there?
No, you say 57 people and turn back. No
5, 7 or 6, 7?
5, 7.
57.
Yeah, because me I watch the video and send it, me a man post it and me I watch it.
So they went there with money and offer to pay?
Yeah, but they're not allowed to use the beach, so they're only white people.
Can you imagine? What reason? What good reason is there to, if it's even tourists them allowing and say they must stop Jamaican, what good reason is there for them to discriminate?
Yeah, well, I say what the country gone to, brother.
Are they going to claim say it's only vaccinated people from abroad going there and make it sound like it's a proper discrimination?
Yeah, but then we come off with that carriage, as they say them full of tricks. The money are the award, you know, get the award.
And it's some people who come from foreign, come to Jamaica, come live them hand over the beach, you know.
Okay.
And them hand over a part of Hope Garden, a big part, and Hope Garden them hand over to them same people, you know. Come from foreign, come.
They don't sell the whole place a sell out, so look more we were there, so can't go nowhere.
Yeah, the labor right them sell out somewhere to those same set of people, and the PNP sell out part of it. The labor, I'm not even sure if the PNP did sell out Hope Garden, but I think the labor did sell out Hope Garden to them. Part of Hope Garden. And some PNP family connection sell out the Puerto Rico beach to them. A phone call, they look like it terminated, probably through credit. But anyway, one last chance to make a call here, because we have a piece of music to take us out of here. 619-1508. 619-1508 and 279-8473. 279-8473. Let's hear from Tanya Stevens saying, clean. Find it? All right, give me it from the top there, please. All right, maybe we take a call and a piece of this. Good afternoon. And welcome to the program. Welcome.
Jerry.
Go ahead, please.
Good afternoon, man.
Chris,
Jerry, may I ask you a question? Something else a couple in our day and she has talk about the beaches and where they might take her.
Yeah.
And then the public can here to go to the beach.
Yes.
But I agree with most of what shots still. But you see, we in Jamaica, I'm not put myself in that still. When you give them the free beach, to go swim, the people, them just litter the place. They say how long I look down over there, so. And right, I sit down to the water and I need the road, so some people got beat. And Jerry also, the man, them litter the little place. It's a good little place, so me down the side, them stop and go all that fresh, you know what I mean? Right out of Duns over the side of the front, there, so the man who wash them car and just throw them garbage and something.
Yeah.
So sometimes we don't agree with the government to take away the beach, but at least, man, you know, regulated as a man can pay money, because somebody must have a clean the beach, you know.
All right, hold on. So, as you are suggesting, all rights are accompanied by responsibilities, and we're supposed to be responsible to keep place clean. One of the most One of the most disgusting things is to go to a public toilet or even a private toilet in a business place or somebody's home and find that it has been used and not flushed.
Yes.
Much less a place like a beach or freshwater luxury, freshwater lovely right and privilege that, you know, you can imagine people getting such rights and such privilege and not keeping it clean. Terrible. That is true. But the people who have the place and who have the place to use, they also are obligated to regulate that. They must implement those things. Call me again early tomorrow that we can talk longer, please, yeah?
Yeah, Jack.
Them really not ready for this thing yet. Let's hear from Tanner Stephen. Them not ready for this yet.
All right, man.
I tell you. Go ahead, please.
Ask yourself this question. Wanna say, wanna what done, man? And I wanna run the program. Tell me, have you ever stopped to think what make a girl cheat? Have you ever asked her if she like how you do it? You need to check yourself before you start kiss your teeth. You're not ready for this yet, boy. Have you ever wondered where make a girl come? A woman must be satisfied before you say you're done. You can't say a thing if you end up and get fun. You're not ready for this yet, boy. And you're a little fool, I say I him rule the world. And with my bum scary and I sleep over merle. Get your act together before you look another girl. You're not ready for this yet, boy. Full of pure self-praise. Hot fire there, but they holding a blaze. Gotta feel work a miracle for make the dead race. Roll them up and lock them up for days. Have you ever stopped to think what make a girl cheat? And have you ever asked her if she like how you do it? You need to check yourself before you start this your thing.
I said if we never get a chance to be together, go with ya. I love ya. It's a pity you already have a wife, and me don't have a man in my life. Good boy, it is a pity. I say it is a pity you already have your wife, and me have a one man in my life. Good boy, it is a pity. I woulda liked one of these mornings to wake up and find your face on a pillow lying right next to mine. I woulda cut out the party and the smoking and the rum and bust a extra wine and make we see up a sun. Well, every time I fantasize, me see your lips, me see your eyes, your trigger finger do something. I left the road, girl, hypnotized. For you it's just a thing, just another little fling. But for me this is heaven and the angel that must sing. It's a pity you already have a wife, and me don't have a man in my life. Rude boy, it is a pity. I say it is such a pity you already have a wife, and me have a one man in my life. Rude boy, it is a pity. To buck you up in a public and can't even touch it. Really fuck me up because my check for you so much. The respect you may have for your woman, for your kids. Believe me, rude boy, my press. I know me it is. Who knows? Maybe one day the world will be evolved enough We'll share you in a civilized manner between the two of us. But until then, I would have loved to see you again. I know we have to play it by the stupid rules of men. Said if we never get a chance to get
Here to pick up the pieces. Here to pick up the pieces. Here to pick up the pieces. Let the place look good, my brother.